What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again with another live stream. Hopefully, having a good day or had a great day wherever you are in the world. We just chilling out. Gonna go over some of the things that we found in the Discord. We're gonna also get a slight early look at what's in this box right here, which is also in the thumbnail. And then probably do a little reaction to some videos that I saw like on Twitter and stuff like that. But we just gonna jump right into the Discord finds because there has been some really good finds out there in the Discord, depending on what platform you're going to. Right now, Burlington, Marshalls, and Ross are definitely on point. I've been finding a lot of goodies at Ross myself. Last stream, I mentioned the PG6s in the What the Colorway. Found two size sixes for $49. So I think that was a pretty good price point considering what they're going for. Pretty good market, pretty good price point for the PG6s. I also mentioned yesterday about jerseys. The NFL jerseys were being marked down and are on clearance. Most of them, from what I've been seeing, are $19.99. As you can see right here, the Marshalls Junior from the Panthers, that jersey's down to, what is that right there? Make sure. Yeah, $19.99 reduced on clearance. So there should be other NFL jerseys I can imagine that are still sitting around that are marked down to $19. If you guys are somebody out there who invest in the football jerseys, I decided to stay away from them. I grabbed a couple, but the couple that I have, I still have them. They're also, the ones that I have are on my website. So go ahead and check out boscosgoodies.com. It's also on the ticker below the screen or below my camera. You guys can see its ticker. Go to my website. I uploaded some more items there, some more shoes, some that are in my collection that are brand new. I added those figurines on there, the Kyrie, or not Kyrie. I wish I found the Kyrie, but the LeBron and Curry, those are up on my website as well. So yeah, pretty good finds yesterday. I think I showed or talked about these things. Soccer jerseys marked down to $9.99. Retail was like I think 65 or $70. And I did scan them. They did pop up, but they had no information. And if you watch my videos on Bobby Thrift, shout out to everybody watching from there, or nobody's watching from there. But if you ever watch my retail arbitrage videos, information that doesn't come up or items that I scan that don't come up with any type of sales rep or information, I try to stay away from them because there's a lot of reasons behind the scenes why that's not a good thing. It might be not even that tired, excuse me. It could be a suppressed search, which means this is an item that's not really searched that much at all. The original listing might be messed up or not completed to where it makes it hard to even find this jersey. There's a few different reasons why you won't have any information on there. There are some items that I will take a chance on with this same exact scenario, but I just have to do a little bit more research with Keepa, or just check some other platforms to see what the current market is. But yeah, some pretty good things there, but I really hate when they don't come up with no information like that. The Air Force One's popping up. Shout out to the people in the Discord because y'all been sharing some really good stuff, as I've been mentioning before. We're going to get to some of you guys' finds and some of the things you guys posted today, which was crazy. Came across these Air Force Ones, came across some of the Vans Thrashers out there. I don't really have a good history with the Vans. I've gotten some before. Well, no, I think I got like one pair before it sold, but it took a long time to sell. But what I mean by having bad luck, I usually can't find the one that I'm looking for. This one was a little easier to find, but there was only one listed and one sold, and it was only like maybe for $10 over what I was buying it for. So I definitely didn't grab those. Some Under Armour shoes, the Laker snapbacks, Mitchell and Ness. These were at Marshalls. These shoes were at Ross. Marshall's shoes took a big hit. They haven't really been getting too many things from the locations I've been at. I haven't really seen too many things at the locations I went at as far as shoes. They've kind of taken a step back, but maybe it's just the locations I've been to. I'm sure it'll probably get better at other locations, but oh my God, most Marshalls that I've been to have been not that good with shoes, and the men's shoe section is like one aisle, like one little half lane. It sucks. I don't understand where they came from with that, you know. Talked about these yesterday. These were the figurines that I came across, the LeBron, the Kyrie. I keep saying Kyrie, meaning to say Curry. But there is other players. There's a John Morant. I think there's like a Luca. There's a few other players too. So I hope those ones are circulating just like the Curry and LeBron is, because I would grab a couple of those. I like the way they look. Might be some cool little statues. You know what I mean? Of course, the Crocs are popping with the lining inside. You know, we're getting into the warmer months. People are still wearing Crocs because they are comfortable. So I would assume with this little cozy little lining that they would be, you know, great to wear, especially for the months that we're heading into. The other day I posted a video on my retail arbitrage channel, Bobby Thrift, and I was mentioning how I haven't found, you know, $25 Ultra Boosts seem to be disappearing. But then I came across these Ultra Boost 21s or 22s. I forget which. I think these are 22s. I feel like they're the 21s. But these were $25. But the caveat to this one was um, there was only one shoe. I don't know where they took the other shoe or who hid the other shoe. Somebody came there. Somebody probably came there before, found it, and was going to come back for it and hid the other sneaker because there was only one sneaker. I couldn't find it. I was kind of surprised by that, but you gotta, I guess, E for effort. E for effort. You know what I mean? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Some more of the Jordan 1 elevates in the silver toe colorway. Did find those, you know, not a good margin. They're kind of flooded as well. I feel like I'm gonna show some of these things. The mash burns in this navy blue, red, and white color combination. One of my favorite color combinations. You know, navy blue, red, and white. Gum outsole, $21 on these, like a size 8 or 9. Not a bad shoe. I don't think I showed the figurines yesterday, or maybe I did. But this is what the LeBron looks like out the box. Don't really look like him. Look like LeBron's brother, or maybe LeBron's first cousin. You know, his mom's sister's kid type thing. You know, number 6 jerseys. Like I said before, he's back to 23. But you can bend his arms, you can move his hands certain ways. These are actually pretty dope. On the website, they go for like $40 on Hasbro's website because they're made by Hasbro. You can look them up. The starting finish or finish line or something. I have the box right here. Starting lineup, Series 1. LeBron with the number 6. And then the Curry. Now, I have a Curry too, and I was excited when I seen this, but then they got this little requires approval. They had them at Marshalls for $12.99. You see what they're going for FBA. I was like, damn, bro. Then I looked at Hasbro and they charging like $30 for each one. I'm like, damn, I'm not about to buy 10 of those just to, you know, because who's to say that these things stay at Marshalls? I could find a bunch more, you know what I mean? But that's a pretty nice flip, $12.99 for 54, 55 pretty much. As we get towards Christmas, that price might go up. You know, there's only 3 people listed with FBA offers, so I'm definitely gonna check back on this later on and see what that looks like. If I still have mine in my possession. But yeah, don't sleep. If y'all see these, you might want to grab them. It's kind of what my video was about today. This LeBron figure and these Crocs. Crocs been sent in, and I have like I showed you guys yesterday. 1 LeBron, 2 Currys. Hopefully we can find some more. But that was kind of the extent of what I came across. I'm sure some other people found some stuff out there too. Azula, what's going on with you? Yes, I thought this was the main channel. Oh, yeah, now I had to put that, you know, a community tab, let some people know we're alive, you know. Eric, what's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. Found a couple of the Galaxy Cross. Those are flying on all platforms, bro, for sure. When I found them, I was happy. Every time I see them, I try to grab them because those are going for a good amount. They look dope as shit though. They are nice. The Galaxy print on them, the Galaxy print on them is dope. I'm not mad at those at all. Not mad at those at all. You know what I mean? A lot of interesting stuff out there. Let me show you guys what I found in the foot stores. Went by a couple stores yesterday and today. I don't think I showed these things though. They were still on my phone. Maybe I did show them, maybe I didn't, but we're gonna go to them anyway because maybe you didn't see it yesterday. You know what I mean? Anybody know if the Clippers won or not? I didn't check the score, and I think they're playing Denver. Let me see. So KD 16 and the team colorway, the wolf gray colorway. I'm for sure I talked about this. I just don't know if I showed the images, but I'm pretty sure you saw them online before. Nothing special about the shoe, just a wolf gray and white shoe. Pretty clean. KD 16s are dope. But one thing that I'm noticing just in 2023 when it comes to the Nike basketball sneakers, it like goes without saying. Like most of them, majority of them, all of them, the signature athlete shoes for sure, you're gonna have to go up the minimum a half a size. KDs are like that. Freaks are like that. Freaks are kind of more true to size a little bit because the material is a little bit more giving. But I would even recommend going up a half a size on that. So the Zoom Freak go up a half a size, the KD go up half a size, the Nike Ja 1 go up a full size on that. Who else got a Nike signature shoe right now? Haven't tried the D books yet. LeBron's, you got to go up a full size on the LeBron 21. That's a fact. That's a super fact, you know? So yeah, make sure you try these shoes on when you have an opportunity to. Oh, even the Nike GT Cut 2. I tried those on today for upcoming content. And definitely, bro, definitely you gotta go up a full size on those for sure. I put on a 13, my foot was like almost bent at the top of the shoe. I'm like, what are they doing to these shoes now, bro? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Winning by 19, PG decided to ball out today. Yeah, because he's on that trading block or trade rumors. Rumored to be going to New York. Maybe need to prove something to Bowman or the league just to make himself available, whether it's him staying to the Clippers and getting more money there, or if they're trying to trade him, you know what I'm saying? Be that trade asset. Maybe he wants to get out of LA, even though he's from here. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's about to start the fourth quarter. Okay, good looking out, y'all. I appreciate that. Did I put those other ones there? So we got some more Nike Dunks, more basic colorways, not an SB at all, just the regular Nike Dunk in the gray and white with some gum outsole. Definitely not a bad color combination, but we've seen so many Dunks. You've seen the ones, you've seen them all. Maybe I did put them in Discord. We'll see. Like I said, man, you go to the stores a lot. Majority of the shoes you see will be the same shoes you see in other stores. But the one thing I like to do is see the other colorways and just different looks, especially for the content. People in other places might not see these. You can go online and maybe find the shoe by seeing a video. YouTube has upgraded a feature. I just got the notification today, so you guys will pay attention. Maybe see that too. But now they make it to where you can link products in your video. So with me knowing that, I kind of went and made some content based on that. I want to see how that works. Where it's pretty much what I do for my members, but different. If I go into a store and see a Nike Dunk, I could talk about it and then go to either Foot Locker or JD. Somehow there's a way for me to do it. I don't really want to get too far into it, but there's a way for me to put a link to that product either somewhere it pops up on the screen for you watching it, or it'll be in the description, something like that. I got to actually do it to see how it works. But some of the items, if you guys are looking for the stuff, maybe I might be able to find some of them and link them there. And if you guys want to get them, you guys can get them. And of course, I do get a commission from that. But I'm glad they gave us another way to try to do this affiliate marketing thing besides the status quo or the norm. But the thing is, it's like a lot of the deals that I find, I don't know if they'll be extended to online stuff, but we will see. LeBron 21, the Asia Wilson. I feel like, did I show these yesterday? Maybe I talked about them and didn't show them, or maybe I did show them. Very unique LeBron 21 though. Mm-hmm. Trying to look and see if I got better pictures on my phone today. I actually didn't. Mm-hmm. Still a nice colorway. Excuse me. I don't know if it's a grade school exclusive or not. It would look like this might glow in the dark, but I don't think it does. Mm-hmm. So now there's 3 colorways of the LeBron 21 out now. This one, first time seeing it in men's sizes. Colorways are not too bad for this shoe, man. The metallic iridescent splash on the back heel cup is not bad for this shoe at all. You know, I think it's kind of safe to say, I don't want to say I completely, well, yeah, I kind of changed my mind on the 21. The more you see it, the more you get your hands on it finally. Overall, it is a good shoe. I think my whole thing before was just that it didn't look, it just, I don't know. What it is, I just didn't like it at first. Now I see it. It's cool. If I were to rate it before, it would have been like a 7.5, and say the colorways would really make the shoe for me. But now I'd say it's like a only so much more, like an 8.5. And I'm sure a really dope colorway could make it like a 9 or maybe even a 10 if they execute it right. But the materials that they used on here, I like the way it feels on foot. I tried it on in a video. I think you guys have seen that already. I tried them on in a video, even though those were super snug. I like the idea of how it feels on my foot. Just a size 14 is something I wouldn't really want to go to, but I would have to if I wanted LeBron 21. I would have to go to a 14, But they are pretty nice, man, and they have a lot of ventilation, so you wouldn't have to really worry about your feet retaining all that heat as much. Then there was like another colorway. On one hand, I feel like I've seen these before, and on the other hand, I feel like not. Maybe it was just the lighting of the shoe palace I was at. But another colorway of the Jordan MVP, aka 678, definitely not bad. The all black with the royal blue or varsity blue, or varsity royal, would that be? It looks clean in person, man. I know a lot of people don't like the 678, but for those of you guys like them, these do look good in person. They look equal to the Jordan 6 aquas that just came out. When I speak about the upper material, very similar. It seems like they're giving the 678 good materials. you know Mm-mm-mm. My little gummy was getting stuck to my gums. Also, it's always crazy because it's a Jordan 6 outsole, but that looks fire, bro. Then of course you got the Nike Air in blue on the back just in. I don't know why I don't have that picture up there. Very nice shoe though, man. Even though it is a fusion, but the Jordan MVP is definitely not bad, bro. Once again, man, welcome to the stream. Big shout out to anybody coming by for however long you're here. You know what I'm saying? Wixter, what's going on, bro? Yeah, hey, you know what, bro? You're not lying, bro. Some people clown them. Some of the fusion shoes are not bad. I do like the 6 rings. 6 rings are not a bad shoe. Some of the colorways of the 6 rings and quality on the 6 rings are on point. Do I own any? No, but they are fire. The Spizikes were dope too. That's why I think I gave the 6 rings a chance. But the 678 or the MVP, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw them, I was kind of iffy on them, slightly. Just because I was like, I think what may be iffy on them was the fact that they were using good material. That's gonna sound weird. It was the fact that they were using good materials on a shoe that wasn't a retro, because the retros that we get a lot of times have the basic leather or the basic suede, still sufficing and still good, but they give you good quality on the 678. The stitching is nice, the upper material is nice, of course. And then we always, a lot of people, most people who love Jordans, if you have that Nike Air on the back, that's everything. And all the 678s come with the Nike Air. They know what they was doing. They took elements. They put some of the most important elements on the shoe to make it stand out. The Jordan 6 outsole, the tongue, so you get this Jordan 6 feel, and then the upper has good quality, whether it's the leather or suede. So you're definitely right about that, bro. The MVPs aren't bad, bro. Some people might like them, some people might not, but the MVPs are definitely not a bad shoe at all, bro. Yeah, you thought you saw the Aqua 8s. Yeah. It's kind of like it. It's kind of like it, bro. It definitely is kind of like it, especially in those colorways. They know what they were doing. The deception is real. It's the deception. Slow down. The deception is real, because not everybody will be trying to do this, but if you just had these on feet from a distance, somebody walking by, they think you got Jordan 6s on, unless you're wearing like some shorts or something that shows the top and the whole shoe. They would look like a Jordan 6. And even if it don't look like a Jordan 6, it looks like a dope Jordan silhouette because of the parts that pop out to you. I don't even really see the side panel as much, even though it does stick out. It is there. My brain just identifies the silhouette with a 6, the midsole outsole with a 6, and the outsole is a 6. This part right here, this little Jordan 8 part, don't really throw me off too much because they've been matching it perfectly. If they made these like a different way it laid out, it probably would kill the shoe. But usually this Jordan 8 panel on the 678s have been like on track with the rest of the shoe, so it doesn't really kill it. You know, um, I don't know, bro. It's something about the shoe I like. Something about it, I don't know. I think because of the price point is why I wouldn't be looking to grab a pair. But if I see them at the outlet with 30% off, already discounted too, and a 12 and a half, I would definitely consider it in a certain colorway because they're nice. I'm pretty sure they are pretty comfortable too, right? The green ones is fire, and I said the same thing. I don't know if you watch my main channel videos, Bosco Mitchell, but yeah, when I first seen the Jordan 678, um, in that green colorway, it gave me Travis Scott vibes all day. And then there's a tan colorway that reminds me of that too, and that's why they're doing it. They're doing these colorways to play off other shoes to make them obviously appealing, because these come in a Raptors theme. They come in this blue one, which is like a fragment or varsity royal type situation. Um, they got the one that's supposed to be like the Cardinal sevens. They got a lot of colorways that are reminiscent of popular ones. So I see what they're doing, man. I'm not mad at the Jordan MVP. I think I'm seeing more people starting to not be, as against them as they used to be, or I'm not hearing as many people just like say it's not a bad like that it's a bad shoe. I'm seeing and hearing more people, kind of like them. Seeing these Air Force Ones, 3-tone Air Force Ones with the, I'm gonna just say royal blue. You got navy blue, and then you got white, and I believe it was like a little bit of gray also. Maybe a gray swoosh on this. Maybe that's supposed to be white. Kind of looks gray. Looks like a different colorway from the panel, but I could be wrong. Air Force One though, definitely kind of clean. Fan of Air Force Ones, basketball shoe originally, but now way more of a stylish shoe for casual wear. This color combination not bad though. We got more dunks out there in the street. It's like a navy blue, gray, and white. I'm not mad at this color combination. Almost gives me Georgetown vibes, It's the Georgetown colors. Gray base, navy blue overlays, got the white swooshes. And then the outsole has like this two-tone outsole as well, which you might have just seen in the picture. Yeah. It's like 3 shades. So dark gray or gray, a navy blue, and what would you call this? Light gray or tan? So it is like a 3-tone dunk. White, gray, navy blue. I like the color combination. Definitely like the color combination on these. That's it for that. Yeah, right. Okay. These right here, to me, are fire. To me, are dope. Color combination is dope. Perfect for this time of year. The materials they used on there, different type of materials, almost some patchwork type of style vibe it gives me. The added Nike swoosh on the toe box, different. I like that. This is definitely for this time of year, the fall, October, and all that stuff. 150 on the retail for these, so they're like 10 or $20, $20 more. It's a SE, Air Max 90 SE. I remember reading the label. But these are pretty dope. Definitely not a bad colorway for this Air Max 90. A million and one colorways for a million and one different Air Max 90s out there. I like what they do with the Air Max 90s. They usually give them great materials as well, especially on the SEs for sure. You got the mesh, nubuck, suede. Is that what we're dealing with? Air Max 90s are pretty nice. I like them a lot. I don't know if I like how they look on my feet. That's why I never got a pair. I like some low cut shoes, but sometimes low cut shoes just don't like me, or I don't feel like I like how they look on me, unless I'm wearing maybe like some tech fleece or something like that. But when I wear the 97s that I have, I don't really like how they look no more on my feet. I don't know. I don't know. But these Air Max 90s are pretty dope. And the dunks are not bad either. Not bad either, bro. I think the even green one looks dope. Yeah, Scott. John, what it do, bro? Welcome to the stream. How you doing this evening? Ready for the NBA to start. I love this. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for the NBA to start, man. Right around the corner with that. Like next week, I think the game start officially. Another Nike Dunk Low. This was in the grade school sizing, 2 years ago. A year and a half ago, this would have not stayed in stores. People would have bought this and held it for resale or flipped it. $90 on a retail form too. I'm sure at some point people would have scooped these up, but now it's just so commonplace for dunks to be around. You even see it again right here with the panda just chilling in the background. Remember how the panda hole fever thing was? You couldn't see a panda sitting anywhere. Now you see them sitting everywhere. That's one of the first shoes that I could yeah, one of the first shoes I can recognize as Nike saying something about it and making that actually happen. Nike was saying that they were going to make so many pair to drive the resale on and all that down, and they actually did it. I mean, I know different markets, different things, hand to hand is much different than online, but yeah, you can more than online, but yeah, lost my train of thought just like that. Just like that, the thoughts slipped my brain. But yeah, it was pretty much just about how it used to be a resale. Now it's not, and it's just the times that we're in right now. Nice colorway though, just bad timing for the shoe to release. Came across these, some Jordan 1 lows, all black with elephant print on the swoosh and back panel. Haven't even seen these online yet. Usually like Sneaker Bar Detroit or Sneaker News or just somebody on Instagram will post shoes, before they come out. I like when you go to stores and they don't really pay attention, or I don't know, maybe this was on purpose, maybe I just haven't really been on the internet like that, looking up different shoes, but I haven't seen these online nowhere. So I like when that happens. Go on to stores that you go to all the time. I'll be going to these stores sometimes days in a row, just because that's where my map out from where I'm going. I might go to a mall 4 or 5 days in a row. But the good thing about that is like I'm able to find different colorways of different shoes right when they put them out, maybe a day or two before somebody else, I guess, even though we're mainly uploading on Sundays, but I have thrown out some other videos too, like reviews. But Sunday's the main day on Bossco Mitchell, so make sure you watch those videos. And if you haven't, go back and check it out. If you can't watch it all at one time, watch it in segments. It's long enough for you to do that. You know what I mean? But these were pretty dope. Not mad at these. What else we got? 678 action. This was a women's colorway. I wish I'd have got the other side of the shoe. Um, Not a bad. It's almost that mauve colorway. It's like black and mauve and cream. Once again, I think they executed these nice. Got the Nike Air on the back stitched in. I'm telling you, the MVPs are not bad. This is another colorway they had also. Oh no, that's the same shoe. Jordan 678s, man, or Jordan MVP. You know, not a bad looking shoe, and the colorways are pretty dope too, man. Real talk, real walkie talkie. You know, of course, I'm a sucker for the Jordan 6 outsole, man. That's what it really is. If they'd have used the Jordan 8 outsole on this shoe, or even the Jordan 7 outsole, I probably wouldn't be on them as much. To be honest with you, I just think the Jordan 6 outsole is the cherry on top for the shoe. You know what I'm saying? The cherry on top. Well, you found the NBA figurines and a Patty Mahomes figurine, and were the figurines, was it just Steph Curry and LeBron, or did you find another player? I want to know if there's other players out there for sure. Stop by WSS briefly. They had a pair of the the Under Armour Curry 327, which I've seen a couple times before and didn't realize what it really was. I didn't know it was a Curry shoe because of the logo on the back, but this is his official budget model. It's dope that Under Armour went that route too, or budget friendly, whatever they want to call it. These retail for 110. His normal shoe goes for like 160, 170. So, you know, having a budget model is definitely key. And these look pretty solid. And they got a few colorways out the gate that are pretty cool. This gold one and like this crimson colorway. I see what they're doing over there on you Under Armour, you know. Under Armour budget. Then we got Adidas budget for Trae Young, the Trae Unlimited. I do have a colorway here. I think I did a review for the shoe. That does fit true to size. It's a good fit for the shoe, especially for hooping. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, those were pretty much some of the things I came. Oh, you found Steph? Okay. Yeah, Steph is going for some money right now. I'm sure that LeBron is too, because it's number 6. You know what I mean? Came up on the Coca Wild Dunks. Oh, okay. Nice W. Nice W for sure. Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. Just snacking on this edible real quick. My little snack. Where we at with it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Going through some of these things posted in the Discord today. Apparently, I think we're sorry. I think we're getting to the point of the year where those websites are like clearancing stuff out. You know, not last year, but the year before last. Um Drum hit me up. Shout out to Drum. I believe it was you. I think it was Drum. Yeah, it was you. Drum hit me up and told me about hitting up the Fanatics website because they had a bunch of shit on clearance, like shit hella fucking cheap. And apparently Hibbett Sports did the same thing, and we're gonna get to that in a second. So if you want to see that, just stick around just a second. Ben, once again, shout out to you in the Discord, and you come through the live stream sometime as well. Finding stuff, man. It's just letting you guys know there's more and more things out there to find if you're looking for stuff, you know. That's why the Discord's there to kind of give you an idea of what could be out there, you know, so you're not fully going out there blind. Some people like to go out there blind though and just find whatever you can find, which I don't blame you. I do that too, but it's also good to kind of have an idea where you might want to look. Because if you go to the spots that you normally go to and you don't find nothing, but you see some leads of other places to go, then you might do that. What do you say? This jacket was $70 for this jacket. Normal retail was $350. If that had came up for me on the tag, I'd have scooped it quickly. But the way things have gone, that probably wouldn't have popped up. So I would have been leaving it just like he did. But that definitely was nice though. Even for the personal, even though it doesn't get that cold out here to where you would need that jacket. But I mean, I have a bubble jacket too, or a puffer coat too. But yeah, I don't know. This is definitely nice though. What size was that? A size medium too. So it was a good size actually. Then we got some more of the polo finds. We got some polo finds that were found on clearance. Restock on lost and founds on Hibbert Sports. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so polo gear, clearance stout, regular MSRP 198. The clearance section has definitely been pretty good too. I mean, if you watch Bobby Thrift, I've shown you guys a couple times recently hitting up the clearance section to see what was there. I came across some pretty good stuff that I was able to scan and send right on in. And they actually pretty sold too. Only thing sucks with Amazon is you got the 60-day policy, almost about to go to 90-day, unless it's already went to 90-day returns. Yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to the polo font, bro. Then here we go. Let's pick it up a notch. Let's pick it up a notch. Shout out to Pick C, bro. Shout out to Pick C for just displaying the heat like everybody else in the Discord. Golden State Warrior starter jackets should definitely be some movers. The season's just about to start next week. Somebody gonna buy this from him, bro. Even a 3XL, somebody's gonna buy that from him. But $24. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that, bro. He said a little stain. He did say a little stain, but he's still gonna buy it. I would still buy it too. That little shit, you might be able to get that out, or somebody would buy that without even worrying about it because it looks like it's by the logo on the back. Unless it's up here. But that little stain, it looks like there's more space. So this has to be the logo on the back of the jacket. What, bro? Like right up here. This is what I wanted to show y'all today for real. We was talking about the starter jackets just yesterday. And now the Golden State. And this looks like at Burlington. So Burlington been cooking too, bro. We're gonna have to make some runs tomorrow. $24.99 though is what I'm tripping off of. The classic starter jacket in Golden State Warriors. Gonna be a very relevant team this year. Klay Thompson situation, and they're just Golden State. That's a fire pickup right there, bro. Fire, fire, fire. And it don't stop there. Drum was talking about the Lakers starter jackets. He found some Lakers starter jackets. Bigger size, though. This was a bigger size, I think he said in the message. Oh, no, double XL, not that bad. That's better. The last one was 3X. $24.99 starter jackets for right around Christmas time. These are gonna fly, bro. Shout out to him for finding these finds. This lets me know what I need to look for now. And these things will stick out once you're walking by. You for sure can walk the aisles and kind of see what it is. Two really nice starter jackets, bro. I really like this Golden State Warriors one because I feel like it's a little thicker. I feel like there's a little puff to it. I feel like it's more of a puffy. Yeah, it feels like more of a puffy, like a bigger jacket than the Lakers one, even though they're both dope. I just feel like this has that more puffy feel, and it comes with the hood too. Shout out to that though, bro. Clean. This looks like more like a windbreaker. You know what I mean? More thin like a windbreaker, but it's still dope though. Classic starter stuff is popping up, bro. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's not crazy with everything that's been popping up all over the board, but I'm just saying, man, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. I'm liking it though. I'm here for it. We need to see that more often. Let me see what we're doing here. I'm just checking something out really quick. I want to make sure I put my notifications out for all this stuff. I don't know if I did. I think I might have. But yeah, starter jackets over here at Ross is something that you definitely need to be in tune with, bro, because that's some great Christmas gifts, or for the personal. If you are into the starter jackets, go try and grab yourself one. Um, my bad. Yeah, that's that's pretty clean. That's definitely clean. Then we got some more Ralph Lauren gear. P. Smith definitely been putting some heat in there too. I think he said this is definitely a favorite wash find in a minute. So this is something he's definitely obviously happy to find as well. Normally $398. Ralph Lauren. This shit looks pretty dope too though. Denim or something like that. I think he showed it later. It retail for $70, 398, $70 for 398. And there are avenues to get these off. It has the Ralph Lauren #1, like the USA flag, and it's not a bad situation. You know, Ralph Lauren PRL. This looks like the motorsport, jacket. I like the theme, man. Hard. And Ross got it now. Crazy. Yeah, 70. So these were $80. $80. I think $80 is still good for that. You still can make some good profit on that for sure. He's showing what the listings were. One recently sold, or fairly recently, August. I mean, okay, all due respect, because ain't nothing wrong. I would probably at one point would have scooped this up too. That's a great find. Um, but for me personally, I would be thinking twice or three times. But Drum brought it to my attention yesterday that places like Poshmark move faster. This is an example of an eBay listing. But the point that I was going to say is because it was a great find, but the recency for it is way back in August. So that means you might be waiting a little while, because that's sold during the summertime. So people are buying this during the summertime. But one would think that people could buy this for the winter time and for Christmas gifts as well. So I don't feel like that was a bad buy. Just me personally, I probably would have, like, if it was some cool shoes that I thought was pretty cool, I can make some money from them. Well, it depends. I would need to know what's a good example to say, like, to put this in a shoe term, if it's really worth grabbing it or not. But for $80, when the last one sold for 200, I mean, I would think he could get it off before the end of the year. So I think he's good. I'm just saying, normally before, if I seen recency like that, which was kind of further back, not within the last 2 months, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. You know what I'm saying? But I think that there's definitely some places to go and grab that. So the Hibbett sale, didn't know. Yeah, that's what John was telling us yesterday, that the Poshmark, you can get off some good stuff there. You hitting up the fashion Sherman Oaks this week for some sales? I think I will. I'm not too sure. I haven't been by there in a little while. If I do go by there, I will be going by that Ross to check it out, just to see what's going on over there. Um, but the mall, like that, I talk about going to a mall every day, or going to the same mall in the same week like 3-4 times. But that one is kind of iffy with the stuff. They don't really put the stuff out early by mistake, or I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Some places I like to give more of a breather when I go there, and some of them I'll go more often. I feel like a place like Topanga or Northridge or Glendale, you can kind of go to them as often as you want, because there's a lot of stores with a lot of options, and people put out things differently. But apparently the Hibbett Sports had a deal, kind of jumped topics but stayed in the same topic, because what I initially started off, oh no, I teased it. I teased this. So yeah, earlier I was talking about Fanatics having a crazy clearance deal or sale, and apparently same thing happened at Hibbett Sports over the weekend or the last couple days or something. They had shoes for $17.99, $17.98, all different type of shoes. Looks like majority grade school shoes, but like Witness 3s or Witness 5s. Uh, just a lot of things that I'm pretty sure some of them I could have scanned. you know. But these shoes for $17, that's a that's a good buy-in for any one of these. The Air Force Ones, the Jordan Max Aura, like $17.99 for these is I would assume is good. That's under $20, you know. And if you have platforms where you can get stuff off, then you're good. Uh Giannis Immortality. Yeah, they were older shoes. They were older shoes. LeBron 18. I had this before, and it took me forever to get rid of it, but I finally did, and it was for more than $18. Zoom Freak 3, 77, 79, $17 also for the Zoom Freak 3. SE special edition down to $17. Go to Fight Club, you get more than $17, or yeah, Fight Club with the full box, or damn near GOAT. But somebody in the Discord also said that if I go down, because Dizzy said he copped, then Ben, the same person who posted this, said his stuff got canceled. So they must have like didn't know how to keep up their inventory on the site. But he was going to come up on some pretty good stuff for the low. Up tempos, Vapor Max 21. That's definitely a good steal, especially if that's $17, bro. We've seen the Air Force Ones in that other picture, so I'm assuming these Vapor Max 21s were going to be $17 also. That's by far the cheapest I've seen them anywhere. Marshalls, Ross, outlets. I ain't never seen no Vapor Max 21 for $17.98. Well, all his stuff got canceled because they probably had other people scoop them up. You know what I mean? Air Max 270, size 4. That was pretty good because it doesn't say grade school. It just says, oh, it does say boys. Okay. But still, those are solid finds, man. It sucks that they damn near canceled the order though, bro. But they probably ran out of stock and didn't know, or maybe they didn't want people to get too many. It was probably a limit per person, but did they say that? Hibbert just making messing with me now. I guess they bring it back out. What does it say? Oh, now he just got confirmation of the order. Oh, that's dope. So maybe he got it then. That's dope. Let me react to that. Put a. So what he thought his order got canceled, but it didn't. I rock with that. So he was definitely able to come up on that stuff, you know. Yeah, shout out to him and shout out to y'all. It's good when you come through with stuff like that, bro, for real, because you know you just never know, these things be so wishy washy. Yeah, no, definitely we talked about this one. Oh, that is from that day. That is from that day. All right, just looking through to see if I had anything else there that popped up. Yeah, so those are pretty dope, man. Those are pretty dope. Pretty nice. It's good to see that. Hopefully Hibbert can bring back another sale like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if he I mean it looks like his order went through. So that's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Something else that's pretty fire that we're gonna talk about. Courtesy of the homie Drum, showed him yesterday. What's in this box right here. I'm just gonna talk about them real briefly because the glance that we saw online yesterday was definitely dope. I'm definitely gonna make a video of these two because they don't come out till later on, you know, later on in the year. And this is a grade school size, but you can see the quality on them. I think the lighting might do it justice. That leather is really, really nice, bro. These right here is something that if you were on the fence about it, not a commercial, not an ad, they don't pay me or nothing. But if you were on the fence about these, the grade school pair will make you not think the same. Toe box, look at these. These things are crazy. You got the gold hint on the back, the gold right there on the Jordan logo. I mean, 23 on the back. These right here are truly, truly, truly impressive, bro. The leather quality, I mean, you know, sometimes it does sound cheesy when people are like, oh, the quality, the quality, the quality, you know. But honestly, They executed these perfect. These are definitely a holiday shoe. You're gonna have to put in some work to try to grab them because once more people start seeing more images of them or get a chance to get them in hand earlier, or whatever the case is, they're not gonna be disappointed. You know, I was saying yesterday these give me 72 and 10 vibes, just because that's the maybe there were other Jordan 11s, but that's the only other 11 I know that has a leather up here. Even like the cool grays and stuff, and just in general, like they don't have too many that have the leather up here. They have other materials there, and one thing that people don't like about the regular 11s is the mesh that's usually right there. It's kind of harder to keep that clean. If it gets dirty, you're kind of out of it, you know what I'm saying? But with the leather, you can kind of always keep that clean. These do have rope laces right there, them thicker laces like on the 11s. And as we pointed out yesterday, the carbon fiber is gold and black. So this is pretty much a Concord just with gold and a different color. Obviously it's not. It's like the sail or the age, the milky white, not the clear blue like on the Concords. But man, dude, this right here will get you excited for the shoe. I'm not gonna lie. If you had an opportunity to see these in hand, if you were on the fence about the shoe, um, seeing them in hand would definitely change your mind. I'm not saying nothing about this that I wouldn't like. Sometimes for me, even the most, dopest shoes, I can muster up the thought to be like, oh, I forget that. Not this one, bro. This one and, the 12s, the cherries, man, those have to kind of be, oh man, those kind of have to be it, bro. Those kind of have to be like something that I got to do. I'll put in my little extra work or my little bat signals to see if we can grab a pair. But no flaws in the shoe. Quality's dope. I told you guys we were going to talk about them. That's what the whole thumbnail was about. It was a picture of the outsole, and I wanted to make sure I showed them because, for one, I wanted to give you guys time to get in here because I know everybody's on different schedules. But if you were able to come through live, I wanted you guys to see what I put in the thumbnail. I was going to talk about these right out the gate, but, we're doing it just on this channel and my Twitch, so it would take longer for people to see that I'm even live tonight. But these right here are dope. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. I more than likely will grab us. I don't see why not, bro. These are fire. Fire, 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 fire. No exaggeration. If you don't like 11s, then you probably maybe then you might think they're not as dope as I'm saying they are. But these are planning on passing on the 11s. I'm telling you, Eric, yeah, the more you see them, I will do a review on them, even though they're a grade school pair. I don't care. I've done it before in a grade school shoe. This is an early shoe, also. And it's dope. It's dope. It's the holiday shoe. So yeah, we'll get the 4K images on them. I try to make it as good as possible. But even this lighting right here, I mean, it just I'm holding up here. I'm holding it here so you guys can see it. And when I do clip this later to make, because I clip up my live streams to make more content. Obviously, that's how we do them. We segment these things out. So I definitely want to make sure that I got enough content, enough minutes, so it's at least a 5-10 minute video. But let me know if you guys like these or not. Let me see if I can do that actually, because I definitely want to start. I need to start doing that. I need to. Definitely not a bad situation at all. Hopefully we don't lag too much while I'm doing this. Jordy 11s are always dope. You know, not too many 11s. I think are. I don't know how many of them. Oh, that pure platinum one or whatever it was, where it was no patent leather, was just material. That cream color one, I wasn't a fan of that one. That was a Jordy 11 that I was not a fan of. I haven't seen too many Jordan 11s that have dropped out. I was like, oh, those are trash. 11s, 12s, and 13s is what I always say. My three favorite silhouettes, and might even be in that order. It is just the fact that, the 11s, when they come out, they do be taxing, and then people do want those. And, it is an OG shoe. That's a shoe that the younger sneakerheads kind of like, and of course, the OG sneakerheads like, they really do like those. Yeah, and hit up Drum. He says it in the chat right now. Let me put this up while I'm about to put up this poll. Um, feel free to hit him up on IG or ask him about it in the chat, and then hit him up on IG. Definitely a straightforward guy, real deal, Holyfield, nothing to worry about. I wouldn't vouch for him if it wasn't, if I had a doubt or anything like that. All right, what are we doing here? Okay. So let me see. Let me see. Um 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 uh my bad. I gotta get faster at this. I gotta get faster at this. So I put a poll up real quick. If you guys feel like answering it, you guys can just help out the engagement on the stream, obviously. But yeah, are you guys thinking about picking them up? Is it a pass or no? Hit up Drum, like I said, if you guys are looking forward to the men's sizes, or I guess, well, no, right now he says Grace who 5 and 7, 5 to 7 he has available. So yeah, hit him up if you guys are looking for a pair now before they drop. They drop like in December, towards the middle or end of December. I forgot the actual date. Let me pull that up right now for you guys. Actually, you know, yeah. So they're definitely around if you're trying to get an early Christmas present or a birthday present for somebody before then. Feel free to do that. Um, Damn, my memory be tripping sometime. I said to do that 5 to 7. Oh, I was about to look up something, but what was I about to look up? Oh, the date for when these shoes come out. These Jordan 11s come out, unless you guys get to it before I do. Um, November, no. I wonder what those Jordan 11 Neapolitans will look like for the women, even though it's a women's shoe. 11s are hard to mess up for me. I feel like they might look pretty good. Yeah, so these don't come out to December 9th. And there's no telling that they don't push these back too, because they push shoes back all the time. All the time. They might push it back to December 15th or December, right, the weekend right before Christmas or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, let me see. Definitely a dope shoe. Have any questions, feel free to ask me or hit up Drum. It's hard not to look at these things, bro. They're crazy. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. The wet sole. Seeing this thing is, but the Jubilees are definitely dope. Let me see. One thing about Sneaker Bar Detroit, they have a lot of what do they have? A lot of commercials sometimes, so that kind of makes things glitch a little bit. But yeah, them Jordan 11s, I'm frozen. Hopefully not. Sometimes that does happen when I'm doing that other shit though. We still here though. I don't think anything broke out. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, whenever sometime I load up another page. But don't trip, I'm working on this. I've been putting things together, trying to scramble my little pennies. We're gonna make this whole thing together. Um, yeah, because they play all these goddamn commercials and shit, just videos just loading up on Sneaker Bar Detroit, which is the kind of annoying thing about that site when I'm looking at it online. Yeah, see, they got my thing freezing, acting funny. Acting funny. Just want to share this real quick. Yeah, now these are clean too, and they're gonna do the same thing that they did with these with using the leather upper. I feel like the girls are gonna look nice also. It's just the fact with that that brown patent leather, what that actually looks like is really the caveat. The pink, the pink creamy outsole for them might be dope too. It's hard to mess up an 11, but they have done it before a couple times. They've done it before, and sometimes more so on the women's side than the men's side. Some of the women's exclusive Jordan 11s that came out, some of them weren't the best, but some of them were pretty dope. I like what they do here with this one, you know, but it remains to be seen. But by far, this is still the best Jordan 11. That's I mean, I would say the best Jordan 11 2023 because it was only the one that's going to come out later, right? Was there another 11 that dropped this season? No, because it's usually a holiday season. It's usually a holiday shoe, so it definitely wasn't. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. But once again, a very, very dope shoe. I'm gonna try to stay away from it. I'm gonna close the lid so I don't keep staring at them because when I stare at them, it makes me want to pick them up and show y'all. Plus, I see people coming in and out. So maybe if you are just sliding through here, maybe if you're just sliding through here and you wanted to see what was in the thumbnail, thought I might have been just what's the word? Clickbaiting. No, I'm not. They're here in hand. Very dope. Jordan 11. Take a quick look at them because I'm about to put them in the box that they came in. Excellent pair, man. I'd say 10 out of 10. Like I said, man, if you were thinking about grabbing them or on the fence, you know, if this don't help you make your choice, check out my review when I drop it. Maybe that might help you. Like I said, it is a grade school size, but they did not short the quality on the shoe, so you still get the gist of what's going to happen. Neapolitan leather is supposed to drop. Yeah. Yeah. you know, hey, we just keep it, keep it cool, collective, bro. But the computer that I'm trying to rock with, man, it is a little pricey. So that's why we grinding, trying to get this channel together. So when I get the computer, I can go hard and make it help pay for the computer. Cause yeah. My girl wants to be able to play Sims on it. Also, I got to be doing editing, so it's gonna be a real deal Holyfield situation. Shit, maybe if she teach me how to play Sims, I might be able to stream some of my Sims gameplay because I've played it once or twice before with her. It was pretty cool, But maybe that'll be the way I'll build up another channel. I'm joking. I'm at 5 right now. I think I'm kind of good. I got space for one more channel, but I'm pretty much good right now. We got the elements of what I do. Once again, if you don't know, I have 5 channels because YouTube made me do it. I used to have one channel that had all this content on one channel: reactions, challenges, pranks, sneaker reviews, sneaker vlogs. Yeah, all that on one channel, but they started slowly but surely making it not to where that can happen. So I got a sneaker channel, I got a sneaker news channel. Those probably should be together, but those are separate because I was hacked. My channel was stolen from me. So I had to find another way. Did that. Then what else? Bobby Thrift, because it's crazy because now people would accept me putting those together, but before, when I was just doing sneaker content, and if I would try to slide my arbitrage videos, it used to do well when I was doing all of that because I did retail arbitrage on my main channel too. But it is what it is. They're all separated doing what they're doing. They all are kind of growing and thriving. I'm happy about that. And I just realized I'm kind of starting to like the process of growing a channel, even though I'm mad. I'd rather the channels do well. It's not like I'm growing them to be super, super successful. But to see me, post a video, it gets no views. Then the next day it got like 30 views. You post more videos, that gets like a couple. Like I got a couple videos on this channel with like over 1,000 views. So that's pretty dope. This channel has no like real history of any major traction, and I'm appreciative of whoever comes over here. That's why we got 6 right now. That's 6 true people coming to this one spot. You know what I mean? I try to put them all together and live all together to get everybody to know, which I still probably will do at some point, but right now I got to really crack down on this one channel, this main channel right here. Of course, the content don't stop on my other ones. I just dropped a video today on Bossco 2.0 about some new basketball shoes you might want to check out. I dropped a video on Bobby Thrift today, finding those LeBron and Kyrie figurines. Dropped the video Sunday for Bobby Bosco Mitchell, which, like I said, go check that out if you haven't. Then live Bosco Live Therapy. I dropped a few reactions here. Now we back again with another live stream. We working, bro. This is my job along the other jobs that we got. There's like 14 different hats your boy wears. But it's all good, man. It's part of the grind. Not Sims, man. I know, I know. It used to be cool. I mean, like I didn't mind it before, but Sims can kind of get addicting too with all the mods and things they be adding because they be adding some stuff that really make your, stuff kind of crazy. So what she would have me do is, dress a couple, like style a couple of her boy characters in the thing, whatever, whatever. Um, Azula, man, yes, I have seen. Not, I don't know if you mean like the Kyrie's own shoe, but I've seen the Anti Shock 5 that he's wearing. Definitely seen those like online. Haven't seen them in person yet, but apparently they're supposed to have, some places out here that started to sell them. I just haven't seen them in person. And there's some colorways have been dropping that look really fire. I just haven't bit on them yet, just because. But they do have some really nice colorways of the Anti Shock 5, and I probably will grab at least one before they get to his official silhouette. But I haven't really made the effort to get the ones right now just because I don't know. Shout out to Dizzy, longtime supporter of the channel, and he's also in the Discord. I remember he sent me a link to where you could buy the Kyries for like 120 or whatever the retail price was. So yeah, I like the Anti Shock 5. Just haven't grabbed one myself. I don't know, man. It's crazy because I don't be feeling like I'm tired, like I'll be yawning. But maybe because I'm settling down after my busy day. I wake up at like 5:30. Used to be a little earlier, but lately I've been getting up at like 5:30. I got to go drive back, go do stuff. Like it'd be kind of crazy, So maybe after my shower and I'm relaxed, I sit down for a second, then I just get the yawns, but I don't really be sleepy like that. You know what I mean? Now, if it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock, then maybe I might be really tired. But right now, popping at 10:25, that's a negative. It's negatory. But what do you think about the Kyrie shoe, Azula? Are you a fan of it? Are you waiting to see what his actual solo shoe looks like the one that has the new Kyrie logo on it and everything? I'm really anticipating that. I hope that shoe is dope and an upgrade to what he got now. Even though the Anti Shock 5 and the colorways they're doing is not looking bad at all. It's definitely not looking bad at all. I like the way that shoe looks. Actually, to be honest with you. To be honest with you. Yeah, Kyrie's new shoes dope. Shout out to everybody here in the stream right now. I see that 100% of the people are saying yes with the Jordan 11th, and I don't blame you, bro. The Cherry 12s is another shoe too, and it's funny because I guess the this is a shoe that nobody's talking about today, and it's kind of crazy because it's like a main shoe, and I might lag again. I should probably just left that page up, but the Jordan 1 satins, the satin breads. I mean, I know they're a women's shoe. Maybe that's the biggest reason why. But like, I went by two shoe palettes today, just doing casual stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't want the satin breads? Like, you didn't care about the ones?" And like, I really didn't care about the ones because none of my members asked me about them. I reached out to a couple of them, and they weren't even interested in it. And I'm surprised because it is a Fire Jordan 1, at least the colorway. It is satin. But apparently people are not really caring about the Jordan 1 satin, and that's wow. I've even seen like, the boutique that I go to all the time, they have commercials. Exit out the commercial. Yeah, they're posting the shoe, and then they're not posting it as if um it's not like a raffle type thing. Like usually shoes like this, there's a raffle with it, not no first come first serve stuff. But with this Jordan, this is a telltale sign. There's been plenty of telltale signs, but this is a significant sign about just the times that we're in. Either you can look at it from the economy side, You could say that we're getting deeper into the year. People are being more selective for what they're spending their money on, maybe to get ready for these holidays, maybe just for other shoes, like I'll say in a second. But it could be the economy. It could be, people aren't really feeling Jordan 1s like that right now. The Jordan 1 buzz hasn't been too crazy, with the exception of a few. But even then, there were a few exceptions, like the yellow toe, or the university toe. That one didn't really sit around like that. And so you would think this might be one in the line with that. And the Palominos also didn't really sit around like that, even though they were spotted at the outlet. They were spotted as returns at Nike, but one-offs, not a bunch of them. You know what I mean? So I'm curious, being that there's not really a buzz for this, or no, there's a buzz in general, but being from what I'm hearing by the stories of people not going to fill out raffle tickets for this shoe, will this shoe be sitting on the shelf for like a week or two? It's hard to believe that a Bread Jordan 1 would sit though. I know it's satin is different, but they have other satin shoes. People might want to collect the satin collection. It's hard to believe that people don't really want this shoe or not really tripping. It's hard to believe that the sneaker boutiques are not doing raffles. They're just doing first come, first serve. Like, yeah, these shoes will be available at this time. Come through. Like, what? That's bananas, bro. That is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Oh, you like the rose gold and white colorway. What did it mean? Well, what's going on here? One second, y'all. My bad. It's that damn sneaker bar Detroit with all them damn commercials that's playing and loading up on the screen. I'm just gibbering right now because I feel like the signal's really bad, but I'm about to be back in a second. Don't trip. We'll be back like it never left. Hopefully so. Yeah, man. So pretty interesting situations, man. Y'all been killing it with the finds out there. We've all been hunting and coming across good stuff. So big shout out to everybody contributing to what they find out there out there in the wild. You know what I'm saying? Takes 2 seconds to share the picture. Good looking out on that, because you don't have to, but you do. So thank you. Um, Jordan 11s are pretty dope as well. We just talked about those two. A lot of things to look forward to on both ends when it comes to upcoming Jordan retro releases like this one. And then, you guys seeing that there's stuff out there in the wild, man. Oh, wait. Okay, that's not it. I got to go do this over here. Yeah, and that's the other part. So, yeah, that's the other part. And I kind of said it, but like, yeah, that's what people were passing on the Jordan 1 Satins, because they're holding off for the Jordan 12 Cherries. And like, I believe it. I definitely think that is true. The part that's shocking is the fact that you have a Jordan 12 over a Jordan 1. That type of stuff wasn't happening for a long time. Like, that never happened before. Never happened before. You know? So the fact that that's the case now, I can dig it. I can dig it. You feel me? Let's see, trying to like this up. Where my other phone at? So we gotta see with let me see. The new LeBron 21. I think there's a couple more colorways coming out. Then we got the Zion 3. I haven't seen that one in person yet. I'm curious to see what that looks like in hand. The Jordan brand shoes, from what I've been noticing lately, have been true to size. Like, you can get that shoe and go to true to size on it, which is a good thing. I don't know how they could ever fix it. I don't know how they could ever fix it, but they definitely need to fix the fact that the Nike shoes are not true to size. I mean, is that just the new normal? Is that just like the new normal? Because I don't get it. Try and check this thing out real quick. Anybody tell me the Clipper game score? Are they still winning? I mean, obviously they won by that much, or if they were up by that much, they're for sure still winning. Ain't no way that they lost like that in the preseason. Ain't no way. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find. Oh, they won. Okay, 116-103. That's good. They beat up on them. Denver needs some losses in their life. Denver needs some losses up in their life. Get them guys ready. Jokic probably didn't play that many minutes either. I'm pretty sure. They low managed him for the preseason. That's what matters. I mean, preseason doesn't count for anything. So I don't see why you wouldn't do it. So now I'm about to go through a few things that I've seen that I want to talk about, kind of react to a little bit. If you guys got the time, still chilling out with your boy, where we at with it though? Nope. Where am I start off with? So we'll start off here with, we got some official images. Yeah, the satin material, I could see it kind of maybe waters the shoe down a little bit. I thought, I just feel like at one point any Jordan 1 was moving, and let alone it be a bread with some good material. I'm pretty sure they gave good satin material on there, But between the satin ones and the reimagined ones that are coming out, you know, I like that, them releasing something different than the normal regular leather Jordan 1 that has average leather on it. You know what I'm saying? I like when they try something different, at least with the quality. But the satin material is a deal breaker, or it throws you off. Definitely more of a women's shoe, which makes sense why it's a woman's shoe and not in extended sizes. Because if it wasn't in extended sizes, I'm sure there'll be some guys out there still trying to get them because it's a bread colorway. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, so you do the sports betting? If you don't mind me, if you don't mind telling us which platform do you use to do your sports betting? I had PG 14 points over with Westbrook at 5 assists. Is that what you mean, or you were just telling me what the stats were? That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense right there. Only on the boxers and stuff like that. Even satin sheets can be sweaty at night. You know, might look good. That shit make you sweat at night. Trying to have some satin sheets. The Jordan 3 Fear is not looking too bad on feet. These on feet photos from Z Sneakerhead are pretty nice, man. It's not even all about the hype or anything about reselling them like that. The shoe itself looks nice. I could see it having a little buzz. It's just different. We haven't seen nothing like this in a long time. This color combination on the 3 with the pop of that orange. Uh, it would be dope if they came with extra laces, but I doubt they do. Lace swapping, putting white laces or orange laces might be pretty nice with this shoe here, especially the orange laces if you got the orange that matches perfectly. But I feel like people wouldn't really do too many lace swaps with this, which it's not needed. I'm not saying it's needed at all because this is actually pretty dope the way it is with the black laces. But, you know, they got all these orange accents on here for a reason. So hopefully they gave us extra laces, or there's easier way to find something that matches that. But these are pretty clean. I'm not mad at these at all. Looks like they're gonna give us some good quality on them as well. That's crazy. The 12s fit big for you, but the 8s and 9s run small. Yeah, different toe boxes. I think the toe box on the 12 is pretty wide. You know what I mean? 8s and 9s do seem, yeah, 8s and 9s have way more of, yeah, more of a narrow toe box for sure. For sure. Two sites. There are only two sites that I know are legal in California. For what? Legal for what? What you talking about? What we talking about? What I say? I forgot. What did I say? Here's something I thought was pretty interesting. Malik Beasley. Shout out to him. He's in the NBA. I get that, you know. But like, here's somebody who had the LeBron effect. Somebody who could shoot. Somebody who could score. But once they get on a team with LeBron, they forget how to do both. Malik Beasley came to the Lakers, couldn't shoot the ball in the ocean. He had horrible shooting percentage. I remember games when the game was either out of hand either way, they would put him in for like the last 7 minutes and just try to set him up with pace to get his shot off. He clanking them, missing them, clanking them. They didn't call him Malik Brickley or Bricks, something like they did for Westbrook when he was missing shots. He came to LA and stunk up the joint. They didn't say anything about it. This guy leaves and goes to Milwaukee, 20 points, 6 3-pointers, 11 attempts. Now he's going to go back to being a deadly shooter. Where was this at last year when they needed you, bro? Was it the pressure of LA? Was it LeBron's pressure? Like, I don't understand. Oh, for sports betting. Oh, because you said who you go to. Okay. I've heard of Prize Picks. Oh, Bovada, actually, I heard of them too. I think I might have used Bovada back in the day when I was doing sports bets. Not back in the day, like it's forever ago, but it's been a minute. It's been some years since I did some sports betting. I'm not gonna lie, it's similar to the effect of what we saw with the 11s. Eric saying he was kind of cool, but seeing him more and more, it's changing his mind. The more and more I'm hearing about these sports betting, the more and more it's kind of piquing my interest to join and get back into it. I have to be biased though. If I go to one of the sporting things, I'm gonna go with Underdog Fantasy. I'm just gonna have to do that if I did do sports betting. I mean, not that you have to only be on one platform, but I probably will be just on one platform. But I like what they got going on, man. The Fear threes are definitely dope. Fear threes are definitely nice. Same thing with the Midnight Navy threes. Both threes are definitely on point. Definitely on point. So in other news, apparently, I feel like this is real gossipy shit right here. But I mean, it is what it is, right? We're on the internet talking about stuff that we hear and see. So apparently, let's see how this works. But apparently, Blueface hinted at getting busy with Megan Thee Stallion back in the day. I don't know. But let's just hear what was said. I don't know. This is kind of like whatever, but it was something interesting that popped up on my timeline that academics posted. So I'm like, let me see what's up with this.
What I think about it, was a clout reach went backwards. Like, it's cool.
I already been there, done it.
Been there, done what?
Exactly.
Next question.
You slept with Megan?
Jason, I didn't say that.
Look at me. Are you saying you slept with Megan Thee Stallion?
Didn't say that.
Did you sleep with Megan Thee Stallion?
Everybody want to know. Did he sleep with her? Did he do this? Did he do that? The gossip is real. They call it tea. This he's thirsty. He thought he thought he got some answers.
I don't know, but it'll really give me an insight if you do. If he did, let me know something.
You said been there, done that.
That's all right.
Okay.
I might have got some head.
Okay, so now he said he got head from Megan Thee Stallion. He didn't do nothing else. He just got. You can't play with. Okay, this guy right here is a real vicious dude when it comes to the the pop culture
Megan Thee
world.
Stallion.
What I think about it,
So you give him some information like that, he's salivating, waiting to find the real information to put it out there for the world to know. You know what I'm saying?
it was a clout reach.
Yeah, I mean,
Clout reach went backwards. Like, it's cool.
I already been there, done it.
Been there, done what?
Exactly.
Next question.
You slept with Megan?
Jason, I didn't say that.
You gotta be clear too. I didn't say that. But see, Blueface is a troll also. He be saying stuff sometimes just for attention too. So we can't really say that he's being real with this, but You know, Megan, they say is a hot girl, right? That's a hot girl summer chick, right? All right.
Look at me. Are you saying you saw Megan Thee Stallion?
You see how happy this dude is? Like, am I finding out some tea right now? Am I finding out some secret information right now?
Didn't say that.
Do you see what Megan Thee Stallion?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, the dude is so thirsty to know. He wants to know. Yeah, referring to sports betting. Yeah, no, definitely.
I don't know, but it will really give me an
Snow.
insight if you do. If you did, let me know something.
You should have been there, done that.
That's all right.
Okay.
I might have got some head. A long time ago.
Stop.
JD, you know about that, don't you?
No, I don't. Why?
So he gonna say it in front of his girl. He's like, Diddy, you know about that? See, this is why. Okay, this is why we checking it out. All right, all right. So he said he said he'd been there, done that, which insinuates one thing. Then the boy started grilling him about, hey, did you do that? You said been there, done that. Then he said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But then he threw out another one. Well, maybe he did this. And now he about to get in trouble or in a little spat with his baby mama on TV or where I don't know if they live stream this or not.
A long time ago.
Stop.
JD, you know about that, don't you?
No, I don't. Why? Don't
It was a
include me
long
in that.
time
You're
ago.
talking to him. Don't include me in that.
A long time ago.
I'm sorry, bro. People, when the gossip realm is hilarious, bro. The reactions people get and give is definitely
Why are you
it's
looking
funny.
like that?
Yeah, yeah.
For real?
Jason, I've been in the
Why?
I've been,
Because I never
I've been in
gagged
the game
every
in a
belt
long
in-
time. Jason, like double XL freshman, like 5 years ago. Like BET Awards, like announced like 5 years ago. I did all
She mad. Like, why we talk about this other girl when I'm right here? But you know, he don't care, obviously. But that's funny
the
though.
stuff already. I'm where I'm at doing what I want to do by choice.
You know, you're the
How long is
reason
this
why
interview
Coy
supposed to be?
Leray doesn't like me because I had you on my show and
Yeah, been there, done it already, Jason. Come on, man.
He did Corey LeRae too.
Come on, bro. I don't say too much, but you know, if asked, if you know, I will. You know, I'm gonna give you nothing but the truth.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Blueface running through him. Megan Thee Stallion, Corey LeRae. I mean, it's up to you if you feel like those girls are attractive or not. I'm just saying the fact that, you know, he out there living his life as an entertainer as he should. He should be knocking off all of them. Don't let me say
for real?
Jason, I've been in the,
Why?
I've been,
Because I never
I've been in
gagged
the game
every
in a
belt
long
in-
time, Jason. Like double XL freshman, like 5 years ago. Like BET Awards, like announced like 5 years ago. I did all of the stuff already. I'm where I'm at doing what I want to do by choice.
You know, you're the
How long
reason
is this
why
interview
Coy
supposed to be?
Leray doesn't like me because I had you on my show and
Yeah, been there, done it already, Jason. Come on, man. Like, come on. I don't say too much, but you know, if asked, if you know, I will.
I don't say too much, but I get busy. Basically, I don't say too much, but I get busy when it's called. Oh, we probably lagging everything. It's cool. I don't say much, but I get to it. That's all you got to know. That's the best way to move, man. You got to move in silence. I mean, he not moving in silence now by telling, but originally nobody knew. So like, obviously there was some silence being done. Like moving in silence is the way to go. You can't be out here telling everybody everything you do, and that just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. Why do that to yourself? You know? But it's just funny that he just said it so not nonchalantly, like, oh yeah, been there, done that. But you know, that's the entertainment business, bro. Entertainment business. All right, bro. We got to do it again. We got to do it again. We got to do it again. We got to try it out and see what's up. My signal keep tripping a little bit, I think. We got to do it again. Let me see what I'm doing here. Now, okay. So if you subscribe to this channel, you guys know that we did a reaction to Gilbert cooking Dreamers Pro. Dreamers Pro podcast or show is a great YouTube channel that gives a lot of sports information. Shout out to the guy from Dreamers Pro, of course. I just be seeing things and I gotta respond and see whatever I see and talk about it. That's what we do on the internet. That's what reactions are. So he made it. Gilbert said his statements about Hakeem and all that stuff. This guy from Dreamers Pro came out and said some stuff against Gil, like defending it, breaking it down. All just content, of course, nothing past that, no evil, no bad will. Everything's good. Just people being trolling a little bit, you know what I mean? So they went back and forth. Then Gil, like Dreamers Pro went first, Gil went again, Dreamers Pro went again, then Gil went again. And now they're at this point where Dreamers Pro is now breaking down because I talked about this yesterday in the live stream, which I'm glad we'll do it now so we can. Damn, I should have queued that up. I should have queued it up. Let me continue to talk though while I look for it. Yeah, you know, Giannis is still out here traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other way to get around it. He's out here traveling. Even after going to Hakeem, he's still traveling. Let me see if I can find it. I need to see if I can find it. I think I deleted it. It's not hard to find it, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, perfect. So we got it. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of things that might. Okay. Okay. Slow down. I'm just trying to get this. I'm over here going back and forth and I really don't even need to do that. I'm probably lagging like a motherfucker right now because I'm doing all of this shit. But we're trying to get this together. Trying to get it together. So, like I said, they both went back and forth, and the whole ordeal was about the players working with Hakeem traveling while they're doing these moves. And the thing is, you go to Hakeem to learn a move, you can't still then travel after doing the move. I also mentioned how going to Hakeem for only 2 weeks is not enough to grasp the actual moves to apply it to your game. It's always gonna, to learn new moves, it takes time, bro. Jaylen Brown over here trying to do dribbling drills right before the season starts with his left hand is not going to get his left hand where it's supposed to be. He's still going to be timid as hell. He's still going to be timid as hell with that left hand. So it's like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that part. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I think we got that right. Yeah, so it's only 2 there. So we should be good when we go back. So yeah, Dreamers Pro has a response to the whole traveling thing. And I pointed it out yesterday during the stream that I felt like he traveled when he played against the Lakers. And I think everybody else watching kind of agreed too. But maybe you didn't. Let's go ahead and see what Dreamers Pro said, because I think he doesn't agree. He thinks that Giannis didn't travel. But I want to go ahead and go over this to kind of show where I'm talking about where the travel is. Because where he's looking for the travel is not where I'm looking at the travel. And then also where he's looking at and saying it's not a travel, I feel like he might have low-key traveled there too. So why I wanted to find my clip, because I want to be able to zoom in and show it again, just to make sure. Because like I said, I'm doing this live. Shout out to everybody here. But I also will clip this and edit it and put it out. So I just got to do that. So let's go ahead and see what Dreamers Pro says after, his last video. Hold up. My bad, y'all. I forgot. I gotta put this speed up. We're not playing no games with nobody. I feel safe with Gil's Arena. We already talked. That's cool. But I still will put that on a little fast just in case the people behind the podcast want to not know who I am and try to copyright a channel or a video. So we're not playing no games. Yeah, pay close attention. Pay close attention to the whole play and let me know if you guys see a travel. He's looking at something totally different. And even where he's looking, I feel like there might even be a travel there too. Okay. Okay. So in this right here, you're not going to be able to see it because it's so small. If I zoom it in, it's still too small to see what he's talking about. Plus, it's sped up. Let me bring that back. Let me adjust this for you guys. Because now he's not talking. But look at this, man. The boys, oh man, I hate when I do that, man. I hate when I do that. I hate when I do that. That's like the rookie mistakes of streaming and shit, you know? When you're trying to share the screen. Now I gotta load up, probably lag. Okay. Let me get to where we're supposed to get to, bro. La. But this is what happens when you do it live. We're doing it live, man. Shout out to everybody here chilling out. Shout out to everybody rocking with your boy. I'm gonna go like this, right? You might be able to see it, you might not. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see it. They're gonna zoom back in too, so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because even right here, I feel like he's doing a little bit traveling. But this is where the travel is. Everybody's talking about when he's pirouetting and doing his pivots on his pivot foot. Even though he kind of picked up his pivot foot a little bit, that's not the travel I'm talking about. I'm talking about when he initially gets the ball and tries to go into his moves. If the refs are paying attention or doing their job in this sense, he travels. I don't have the rule book, but the rule for traveling is, at least there's two different rules for it, because there's a rule when you're dribbling and then you pick up your dribble, you have 2 steps to do your move. Before you get the ball, or when you first get the ball, there's a travel there too. It's not like you can catch the ball and just do your 2 steps and then shoot. You have to put the ball down before you make a move. That's the rule. If you catch the ball has to hit the floor before you pick your other foot up. You're not both feet up or your pivot foot up, because you know what I mean? So your established foot is the only one that can stay on the ground until the ball hits the ground. Try to make a move. So this part right here is where Giannis travels. He caught the ball and travel. That's the travel right there. Before he even gets into the move. How is that not and that's okay. Pivot foot. Kind of moves it. He drags it. He traveled, bro. 2 different ways he traveled. This dude said he's not traveling. I'm confused on how could he watch this? Listen. And you guys aren't even seeing it. I'm over here rewinding it and talking about it, and you guys didn't even see it. Because I'm not sharing the fucking screen. Because I'm lagging like crazy right now, too. Bro. What the hell is going on here? Don't make me feel like we got it together and then we don't have it together one whole stream. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, anywho, because see, when you edit the videos, you don't see all this part. You guys are the special people who see it live. So shout out to y'all. So like I was trying to show y'all and talk about, because I wasn't showing the screen.
Very close attention.
I'm going to say this again as if I didn't say it before. The boy travels before he even gets into the move. That's what I'll say.
To whether or not you think Giannis travels, so take a look.
Take a look at the clip. travel. Before he gets into the move, it's a travel. You have to put the ball down before either one of your feet leave the ground or your pivot foot leaves the ground. Travel. And then even when he has his pivot foot, it slides there. It slides there. Like he traveled. I don't
So
see
you
how
saw the
nobody
clip.
could see that that was not a travel at all. If he was saying that people were in the comments talking about you never played basketball, you don't understand. But you don't have to play basketball to know that that's a travel if you know the rules. If you know the rules, Giannis traveled, bro. It's clear as day that he traveled. And anybody telling me that he didn't travel, then I'm good judging your basketball IQ. You feel me? Right there. Why is this man why is he galloping the feet while he has the ball in his hand? And this dude tries to say that even that's not the travel. Wait, what? What game are you watching, bro? Oh, we froze.
So you saw the clip. I had to put clip on full screen because at first I'm like, he didn't travel. Then I put the clip on full screen and I kind of paused as I was playing through it. And I realized Giannis Antetokounmpo did not travel. Gilbert, I hate to say it to you, he did not travel. And I was reading through some of the comments because some people left some comments. One person said, somebody said, you're funny most of the time, but you straight hating. Somebody said, that's not a travel, dude. Another person said, he traveled because he got pushed.
Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody, I guess, sees something different. Maybe we're not all watching the same game. Even for somebody to say he traveled but he got pushed, at least there's somebody saying he traveled. And that also shows that that person was looking at the travel that he's looking at, or travel or non-travel dispute he wants to go with. But it's about the initial move, bro. How do we not understand that?
He said must have been a satellite lab over Zoom or some, you know what. Another person,
I just don't understand how, when there's common sense, and common sense don't be common no more.
it seems to me that there's some type of confusion going on here. Now, I want to be quickly technical for a minute because I know Gilbert Arenas see this video. He's going to turn this into a 3-hour live correcting me. So there's something I want to establish here. If you look at the video and you pay close attention,
That's what you do in YouTube world, by the way. You stretch out whatever content you got to do. I mean, it's not even stretch it out. You break it down. You break it down as much as possible to get away from all the fair use and all those type of things people try to do or whatever the case is. So yeah, bro. I don't understand.
to it. Giannis establishes his dribble. Establishes his pivot once he stops dribbling. And then I think in this case, his pivot, just looking at the video, became his right foot. He kept on spinning and spinning and spinning. Once you establish a pivot, you can turn in any direction and take 2,000 steps if you want. The minute you lift up your pivot foot, you're now allowed one step. Now there's a wrinkle because I've seen other players take a step through. Kawhi Leonard has done it at others. In some cases, you could call it a travel in those cases. Now, when you gather the ball, I know you're allowed to take 2 steps. Hence, the Euro wouldn't exist and all these other moves. So you're allowed to take 2 steps. And in some cases, some players step through, and I've seen them take 2 steps. They don't call it. But if we're talking about traveling and we want to be 100% sincere, this entire NBA is predicated on.
It doesn't matter about, I've been hearing a lot of people say that too about traveling is a thing that was called in the past, and they don't call traveling now because of this and that. They still will call travel in some instances, not every time. And I get it. The rules have definitely changed. They want to make this game more free flowing. They'll let some travels or some carries get away. They'll let some of that stuff go, I guess, for the betterment of the game. But sometimes a lot of those things that are like let go, they're not as obvious. This is something that kind of blatant when you're at like a dead stop with the ball and then you just like giddy up your feet and then make your move. Like that's travel, bro. And they're changing so many rules to benefit people. So at one point, this will technically, by the rule book, probably not be a travel. Like I'm pretty sure they'll do something to where this is not a travel no more, which is crazy how they're trying to switch up so many rules to just make the game a different way, whether it's faster, slower, whatever they want to do. Changing rules that have been in place for a long time, really kind of ruins the game. I feel like it does. So if they start letting this stuff go, like blatant travels like this, like, okay, people think other people have traveled. I'm pretty sure he's going to mention some people too, but something like that, man, come on, bro.
Carrying the ball and traveling. And if we're going to point out traveling, No one traveled more than one James Harden. James Harden would actually pack luggage with him when he started to travel. Nobody traveled more.
Yeah, James Harden did do some flagrant traveling. I've seen some step backs that look very wild. I definitely seen that before too, but nah, bro. We're not talking about James Harden right now. We're talking about Giannis and his work with Akeem and how Akeem was not correcting the travel. We're talking about all that stuff. That stuff stays within the same box. Don't try to bring other elements from other places to validate this point here. We got to go with what the topic's about. People going to Hakeem Olajuwon to work on the Hakeem moves, have the footwork like Hakeem, and not travel. But if you don't even correct the travel, bruh, then everything else is null and void. It's just plain and simple. I just thought this was funny that, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but when you have something that's so blatant, that's crazy that it's not
And I
travel.
remember Tracy McGrady calling out because he would take like 4 steps into his step back. So James Harden traveled. In the case of Giannis, he did not travel at all. Giannis backed his defender down. He backed him down. I'm looking at it right now. He backed him down. His right foot was
travel. Look at his foot slanted up, kind of off the ground. I mean, you could say that's a travel or not, but it slid. Then it slides again.
Boom.
Like, okay, I don't know, bro.
That's not a travel. Giannis didn't travel, Gil. You tried to say he did, but he didn't try. That's not a travel. I don't care. I don't care what you say. There's no travel.
That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. But it's not crazy. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, bro. Shout out to Dreamers Pro. Does his thing. I just thought that was kind of wild because it definitely, to me, I don't see how there's no way you could say it's not a travel. But I guess we have to agree to disagree.
Look now, if you zoom in on the image or the video and you look at Giannis moving his feet, it looks like he dragged his foot slightly.
How does it look like you dragged your foot if you didn't drag your foot? Like, how do you do that? How do you fake dragging your foot? How do you fake dragging your foot? That's what I want to know. How do you fake dragging your foot?
But that's not the travel Gil is talking about.
No, because that's not the only travel.
Gil is talking about taking too many steps, and he did not.
He did, bro. I need to know, anybody watching now or watching the replay, like watching the video for your first time, let me know if you guys honestly think Giannis traveled or not. Let me know why you think he traveled or not. I understand everybody want to say the rules changed. NBA, they don't call it this and that. They don't call it as much. I don't care if they're not calling it or not because, yeah, the rules are changing and they're letting more things go. But by the letter of the law until they change it, is that a travel or not? Did Giannis travel in that play one time? All it takes is one time for the play to be done. I thought his pivot foot moved a little bit too, man. Before he went into the move and when he was pirouetting, it looked like he traveled both times.
He did not take too many steps. He took, how many steps did he take? Let me take a look at it. Let me take a look at this play one more time.
He said he didn't take too many steps. See, he's talking about the follow through, right? Or what is he talking about? This is crazy, bro. I don't understand what's really going on with this, but hey, it is what it is. I hope he shows the clip while he's watching it. Yeah.
Giannis, he backed the defender down.
That's the travel, bro. Right the fuck there. I don't understand it, man.
Then he planted, boom, right foot becomes the pivot, turn.
He just skipped past the whole travel part, though.
He turned the other way, then he lifted up his pivot, then he shot the ball to lay it up. There was no travel there. Absolutely none. And then they say Giannis been in the lab with Hakeem. So first of all, let's talk about Giannis for a second. Here's what I like about Giannis. Giannis is one of these guys that
I don't care, bro. Shout out to Dreamers Pro. Great job what you guys do. If he even sees it, probably not. But I'm sorry, there's no way you can't tell me that that's not a travel, bro. It's not. It's a complete travel. Giannis doesn't even get to all that pirouetting. He doesn't even get to the pirouette travel. He doesn't even get there if they call the first one. That is crazy, bro. That is bananas and pajamas. Now, what I'm going to do is, if this thing can cooperate, because I don't understand this, bro. I don't understand this. Jada Pickett's out here tripping, y'all. Jada Pickett out here doing Will Smith bad right now, y'all. Poor little Willie, man. Poor little Will. Souls of Smoke, what's good with you, bro? How you doing? The Giannis Antetokounmpo travel? Let me know your thoughts. Let me see if I can make this a large screen. So if I do it like that, and then if I do it like this, I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna rewind this clip. Can I zoom it in more? Like I said, bro, when you're on the block, on the post, when you're on the post, or if you're just on the wing and you're in your 3-point stance with your one pivot foot, say your right pivot foot's your pivot, your right pivot foot's your pivot foot. Say your right foot is your pivot foot, your left one's your foot you jab with. You can do that all day. You can bring the left one over to the right one, all this without putting the ball down. But as soon as you pick this one up off the floor, the right foot, that's your pivot foot, if the ball is not on the ground, either simultaneous, because it's hard to do it sometimes. It's like a conscious thing. It's hard for people to do it. So they'll let you do it if you're simultaneously putting the ball down while you're making that foot go up. Like if the ball is touching the court when your foot is going up, they might let that go. If the ball is going down as your foot's coming up, they might let that go too. But Giannis doesn't even do that. If I'm mistaken, let me see. I think he does 1-2 bounce. That's an over travel. That's not just a travel. That's what we call an over travel. Let's go ahead and see this one more time, bro, because this is crazy. Let me see. It's don't make no sense, bro. No sense whatsoever. And I know it might be small things, but it's fun. All in sports entertainment, I'm here for it, bro. Let's see. Giannis has the ball. Let's just see. I'm just gonna play it and not say nothing. Let me just play it and not say nothing. It's zoomed in so y'all can see it too. Hopefully the lag is not too crazy. Hopefully it's no lag at all. But let me play this and show you guys where I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna mute this. But you see Giannis already in his move. His foot hasn't picked up off the floor yet. But he's already about to make his move. He's about to go. Y'all see this? His foot, he was over by the L, more towards the middle of the Laker L. Now he's by the block when he's making his steps. And I know he has longer steps than everybody else. But that is a travel. He needed to put that ball down sooner, bro. And that's the travel that I'm talking about. Then he goes into this part. Boom, slid. And then it kind of came up right there again. It's 2 travels. Yeah. Travel, the giddy up. That giddy up like you're getting up on a horse, that's the travel, bro. Dreamers Pro, that's the travel, though. How does nobody else see this? Now, I seen this posted up on Instagram and a reel, and you go to the comment section. There's a good amount of people out there who's saying the same point I'm saying, but there's a lot of people who are saying there's no travel, and then the rest of them are saying, well, it's the NBA, nobody travels. He traveled, bro. 1-2, boom. He put 2 steps down. He moved his feet twice before he put the ball down. But there's no travel. Okay, where his foot is at now with the pivot foot, the right one, it's the right foot. It's in good position right now. Where that foot is at right now is solid. It moved. Whether you want to say because this dude kind of kicked him, the foot moved. So maybe they don't want to call it because he was kicked because somebody in the comments said he traveled because he got pushed, even though they're still saying he traveled. But the foot being kicked makes it move a little bit, but the ref won't call that. We'll give it a benefit of doubt. That could be a defensive foul, if anything, you know. But then it slid. It slid. But his foot's so big, it's okay because the toe box slid, but the heel stayed on the ground. But I guess that's still not travel, right? Because the heel's still on the ground. I think it slid though, and I'm slowing it down. Okay, he's going up. One more time for the people in the back. For the people in the back who didn't see it. For the people out there in the back who didn't see it. The man gets giddy up. Giddy up, Giannis. 1-2. The ball goes down as the second foot lands. It's a complete travel. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Boom, slid, up, kind of. Nope. Okay. Giannis traveled. I'm gonna leave it there. That's what I'm saying. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That boy traveled his self off. He traveled. Travel. By the rule book, from what I've been hearing and was told what traveling is, he traveled. It's all good though, man. Still a great player. Hopefully, sometime in the league they can call that this season, just so we can revisit this topic, bro. Somewhere, somebody in the regular season, one of them refs have to call the travel on this. They have to. They have to do it. I want to see it. I want to see that happen. I think that would be epic. Yeah, small dragon emotion. Like the one where he's pirouetting, I can totally get why they would let that go and not call that a travel. It's action. There's bumping. That's possible, but it's to start the play, the initial. Oh, here we go with the hiccups. Every night we get a hiccup or two. I don't understand that. I totally get it though. I just think that shit is kind of crazy, bro. Kind of crazy. Something else that I thought was kind of crazy too. Big shout out to everybody, man. Whoever's here watching for however long you're here for. I appreciate you guys. Maybe lagging right now. Are we laggy right now? What are we doing? So, Underdog Fantasy's been doing their thing out here lately. They got a lot of podcasts going on with some of the best former athletes ever, which is pretty dope. Good to see that they got athletes still being involved in the sporting world, in the genre, et cetera, et cetera. So apparently there's another podcast with Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells. You guys should probably know who he is. I'm not sure, but Rasheed Wallace was definitely fair to say superstar, really good Hall of Famer. I'm only saying this because I don't know if he made it, but he definitely was a great player. So was Bonzi Wells. Both of these guys were definitely good players in the league. But I guess they have a podcast too. And I want to just kind of go hear a little bit what they got to say. I don't know fully what's up, but apparently they're exposing secrets about things that happened when they played in the league, So it's always good to hear those type of stories because you just don't know, We weren't there, so we don't know. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this and just see what's up. Let me know what you guys think about what they're saying. Shout out to Sheed because he got that off-white Air Force One that's out right now. He is a champion. You can't forget that. That's a super fact. Giannis. He said you turned up, you shuffled your feet a little bit. That's the same thing they could tell Giannis. Before you got the ball, you shuffled your feet a little bit. Now he just said right now that the ref told him he did it, but they didn't call the foul. They didn't call the travel on him. That's the same thing Giannis is doing right now. The refs are probably not going to call it on him because it's him, whatever. But he is traveling. But as we just heard, some refs will let it go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of those referees got crazy. You guys might have seen some of them videos with Iverson talking to the referee, and one time the Iverson like, "What was that? Like, why you call that?" And the referee's response was like, "Yeah, because you did this and the crowd went down." And Iverson's like, "The crowd went down." He's like, "Yeah, you did all these people." He's like, "I don't care about what the hell the crowd says. Call the game right or something." Like the referee made a call based on what the crowd was gonna say or react. There's videos on this type of stuff. I don't know if it's that Donahue documentary or not, but there's clips. Just go to clips with Iverson and the referees. There's one when they tell him that, like, I made the call because the crowd, you did it and the crowd made a noise. So it was about the crowd reaction of something that Iverson did. And Iverson's like, I don't give a fuck about the damn crowd, call ref the game. Like, see, you can see he gets mad right there, just reliving it because Rasheed Wallace was low key a hothead when it came to the refs because I guess the refs became, snobby and different. He said the relationships was good before and it changed up. Are we not? At least I caught it early. Were y'all able to hear that? I was playing it but not showing it. Was y'all able to hear that? Damn, I gotta really make sure I don't do that. Did y'all hear what she said from the jump? Giannis is just getting the LeBron treatment. Ben, hey, that's maybe a true statement right there. That may be a true statement right there. Couldn't hear it. All right, cool. Good looking out. Yeah.
I respect that. It seemed each year that relationship between the player and the ref became more and more distant. You had a lot of veteran referees.
You guys got to hear the first part of what he said because that's what I was going on about my rant about Giannis. Maybe they just letting him cook right now. Letting Giannis cook because of who he is. I don't know why the referees want to explain stuff no more. I guess they can't explain it because when they do real BS and they can't explain it, they don't have to explain it now. That's why the distance between the players and the referees separated, as Rasheed Wallace says.
I remember when I first came into the league, right? So say if I did I fouled somebody or I might have traveled. That ref would actually tell me what I did, and then like
I fouled somebody or I might have traveled. Giannis.
during the timeout, he might even show me like, no, you caught the ball like this, and then when you turned up, you shuffled your feet a little bit. All right, I respect.
You shuffled your feet a little bit. As I said earlier, you guys didn't know what I was talking about. That's what Giannis was doing. Shuffling his feet a little bit before he makes his move.
You explained it to me. You know what I'm saying? Walk me through it. I respect that. It seemed each year that relationship between the player and the ref became more and more distant.
As that Donahue stuff came out, I'm pretty sure that's what was part of the reason why the relationship from the players and the referees separated. You would want the players and referees to have a rapport in a sense to be able to hash these things out the right way. But at one point, I'm sure the commissioner was like, nah, we're not doing that.
You had a lot of veteran referees and who were in their, at the time I came into the league, in their late 40s, early 50s. But they were great referees. Again, they talked to us. And it seemed like as it went on more and more, that's when the referees got the attitude of like, oh, well, these fans came here to see me. Shut up. You can't say nothing to me. Don't talk to me. Just hold on. Time out, dog. Crazy. You can't tell.
Look up the videos with Iverson and the referees. I promise you. I promise you. It fits what he's saying.
me you said I traveled or you said I did this and you can't tell me how? Like you can't share that with me? Oh no, get away from me. This and that. Oh, so then all right. So cause see, before that, I ain't never had no problem with no referees.
You see, he's like almost snapping when he's talking. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace. He was somebody that didn't play with, bro.
I ain't never had no problem with no referees in high school. I ain't never had no problem with no referees in college. As soon as I got to the league, that's when it became a problem with these referees. Why? I don't know. I never did nothing to any of these dudes before my name to be on that list. But you want my name on that list? Fuck it. Here it is.
Yeah, he didn't care. Every time he was on the referees' heads. If y'all know, Rasheed did not play. He always led the league in technicals. Always number 1 and number 2. It was like a common thing. It was a common thing with Rasheed Wallace leading the league in technicals.
Oh, I don't care about these damn fines because number one, it could be a tax write-off. Number two,
oh no, see now he know the science to it. Like, oh, you give me a check, it don't matter. I'm just gonna write it off as a tax. I get it off on my taxes, and I'll be good. This little thing you guys trying to charge me ain't gonna be nothing. I'm gonna still be on your heads as he was. I'm telling you, bro. Every night he was barking at a referee. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace, bro.
two, where does the fucking fines go? That's been the biggest question amongst anyone, you know, who in my era and my persona. That's what we want to know. Like, all right, I'm getting fined. Where does it go? You know, they say it goes here, but they don't never give you no backup. Now, everything else, they're gonna give you a trace of. Oh, well, you did this check this day. All right, give me that same printout.
Yeah, same breakdown.
And then the third one was, it was just the fact that look.
Oh, he got the Rasheeds on his shirt.
I wasn't going for that shit because the way I was like, look, yes, okay, Michael Jordan works hard. He's the face of the league. You know, you got guys that's the face of their team. They work hard, but yo, don't bullshit on me. And a couple of other players, like, we out here working hard too. Yeah, so
yeah.
We might not be that household name.
Yeah,
we might not be the face on TV commercials to sell the game on Sunday afternoons. But damn, I'll be damned if I'm not out here working just as hard as he is.
Just as hard. Rasheed Wallace was a monster, man. Fine money goes to JR's Henny addiction. That's hilarious.
Score this point to grab this rebound and win this game. So damn, I can't get a fair shot at that. Y'all just gonna sit here suck dick like, oh, that's so and so. Oh,
whoa. Rasheed Wallace always told it what it was, so I'm sure he done barked at the referee something crazy. I'm sure he done said some wild shit to the referee, bro.
He's gonna get him the benefit of the doubt, huh? Yeah. So I told the referee one day.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I said, who's the top power forwards to you? So, you know, and this is all real quick. It was like, you know, towards the end of a TV timeout, something. It's all real quick. I said, who's the top power forwards to you? He was like, and not no particular order. He was like, you, KG, and Tim Duncan. I was like, okay. I said, all right. I said, what are they averaging? He was like, you know, mid-20s, high 20s. I said, okay. I said, how many times they go to the line, though? A couple times. Then he started to look at me. He's like, they go to the line a lot. I said, would you say they go to the line more than me? He said, yeah. I said, okay. So I said, those are my peers. Now, y'all already showing favoritism by sending them to the line more, and I'm not going to the line, but I'm getting fouled just as much.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing. So I must be good a little bit if I got just as many wins as them, but I don't have the numbers. I ain't got nearly as many points as KG got.
Damn, because they don't call the fouls for him because they got it out for him low key because of him not taking by him not putting up with the BS they putting out. They hurt him on the other end by not calling the fouls for him, so he couldn't get to the free throw line and everything. Because Rasheed Wallace was definitely one of those guys that was respected in the league, put up numbers, went to Carolina, all that stuff. He was not a slouch at all. Okay. No, you're right about that too. It's not the player's job to sell the league. It should be the league to promote it, promote the players they want to get there, which they do. They do show favoritism, but they do depend on the players to sell it, the players to promote, the players to make appearances places, which then promotes the league overall. You know what I'm saying? But it probably, they go hand in hand, but it should be more of the league's job because that's the league's business. You want to make sure you're promoting the people in the right light. There should be no there really shouldn't be a small market type of thing because there should be enough league-wide promotion for them small market teams, if you know what I mean. Maybe they might say it's a small market because what the team generates for the city is smaller than a market like LA, New York, or something like that. But maybe there should be some more promotional dollars spent there to convert more people in those areas. Maybe, I don't know. What's really the answer for that? But it's definitely the league's fault. It's definitely on the league to make sure it's where it's at marketing wise.
That win column, to me, that's where it was at. So with the referees, that's why I was just saying, as I got older, I didn't have to do all the cussing or come with attitudes. No, I'm just hitting them with logic now. Like, oh, so y'all got that email last night, huh? Oh, then they flare all up. What are you talking about?
So they thought Rasheed Wallace knew too much. They got him out the league. When you got somebody that's going to go against the grain and hold people accountable, they don't like that. They want the newer people who not going to really say too much and just follow suit. You know what I'm saying? When you get the older people, some of the old school people, when you got more knowledge, you don't take as much, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know about the email shit. No, let's not forget that. I know about that. But, man, look, it's been an ongoing war.
Whoa. Hello. Is it one of those emails that say, in order for this team to win in game 7, they have to win by 15 to win by 2? Is it one of those type of emails, Rasheed? Is it one of those type of emails? Oh, man. Shout out to Evan Turner and Iguodala for saying that.
To emails from the league with, this is what we discussed in Whistleblower, but emails from the league that are telling the referees to officiate the game in a certain way and against certain players.
Yeah.
And so you were cognizant of that.
Yeah, I was very, because to me, I saw it. And he'll tell you what I always used to say. Y'all making it too obvious.
I thought he was crazy.
See, you know, it's like the one. Hopefully, you guys are prepared for this. Maybe we might hear some crazy stuff, but it's just like when you found out the WWE or WWF was not real. You know, it's like finding out Santa Claus ain't real. When you watch the sport the whole time and you be like, wait, hold up, wait, what's happening here? The whistleblower, you know, the guy who they kicked out the league, he broke down a lot of stuff. And he even talked about Iverson and how certain refs, when they refed Iverson was going to lose. He knew that. That's almost the same way that it is for Chris Paul with that one referee now. I forgot the guy's name, but there's somebody currently in the league. Chris Paul has a gripe with this one particular referee, and every time he referees Chris Paul's games, they like lose or Chris Paul has a bad game. And they did that before with Iverson. So it's been proven before and it's happening now. You could tell that these things don't. So that's why it's not as fun for me to watch everything like I used to when you start seeing these things. And it's like you got people out here die hard rooting for their teams and talking shit to the other person when this shit is all whatever anyway. So just because you beat up on a team this day, don't poke your chest out because that was already planned. It's not like nobody really, man, we'll leave that for another topic on another day. But this shit is crazy. That's crazy, bro. So like even, you know, I'm gonna take it here. So when I hear that the Cowboys got beat by the 49ers, I don't care because it was set up for that to happen already. Like, yeah, so you guys can celebrate, be like, oh, we beat your team, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, it's not like your team really played better. There's things that make these things happen. But like I said, that's a topic for a whole nother day. But they're talking about the topic right now.
Y'all making it too obvious, too blatant. Y'all making it too obvious. Yeah. I said, y'all want the fans to be able to watch the games, but y'all sitting up here calling a lot of these bullshit calls is doing what? Slowing down the game. Y'all want the fans to see the dunks and all that shit. Yeah. So call that shit both ways or don't call that shit at all.
Yeah.
You guys think is the officiating better today than it was 20 years ago?
It's worse. It's gotten even worse with the new how they're promoting so much gambling and everything. Like it's definitely gotten like worse. Like it's kind of scary the fact that they're promoting gambling so much in the in all sports, because at one point it was like not that you couldn't bet, but it was like wasn't as open, nowhere near as open. You know, it was more of like a low key thing. I want to say at one point it was it ever, it wasn't illegal to bet on gambling. What bet on sports, was it? I felt like at one point it might have been not legal to bet or gamble. Maybe it was just city or something like that. I don't know. I'm not completely sure, but I could have thought it was like for sure frowned upon when it came to gambling and sports. Definitely, if you played the sport, you couldn't gamble. That's what the Pete guy went to with baseball. But I remember, like, they said they would never be a professional team in Vegas. We could never have a professional sports team in Vegas. It's too much gambling. The mafia and all that stuff runs this stuff. Like, we couldn't have gambling in Vegas because we were afraid of the players. People get into the players, because that's what a problem used to be back in the day with sports. The mob would get in tune with these athletes and make them do things, throw the game. It's a whole bunch of stuff documented about that back in the day with the mafia or mob back in Vegas and stuff like that. That's why there was never some sports teams out there. So all of a sudden they hit the switch, and now you can bet like crazy in Vegas. And there's teams out there in Vegas, the Raiders and the girls basketball team. They're going to bring a basketball NBA team there too. Now it's just so open to gamble, and it's like, what really happened? I remember when it was not a thing, but now it's like status quo. It's like everybody, even somebody was talking, I think in the chat just earlier, he was talking about his spread or what he was doing, right? Was that you, Azula? Somebody said something that seemed like they were talking about betting, and I'm like, yeah, everybody is. It's so fun to do it. I'm not saying don't do it, have your fun with it, but I'm just saying how it's all about the money, and this stuff has changed, bro.
Man, I get so mad watching officiating now, and this is one thing. I'm not trying to sing him out because I love him as a player. I love him. He's great for basketball. But when I watch Draymond Green's antics, I remember how they used to handle my, and Draymond Green can cuss these motherfuckers out. He can get in their face. He can do all the antics. And
he does, boy. He does. Draymond be letting them refs have it, and he does get a lot of technicals too. But I think he gets away with a lot more than what he gets caught for or gets a technical for. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
This and that, and they won't say nothing. He damn near got a choke on them refs now for them to give him a tech, and it's like, why are you treating? No disrespect to him, but if some other person did that didn't have that same cachet, you teching them, you get them up out of here. But then you get to protecting players and doing all this stuff, and I just don't think the league is evolving. I think the league is just became such entertainment now, way more than what it was. Like
way more like WWE. Like there used to be a separation in between these things. Now they all seem like the same thing. When you had it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. Like, here's the thing that I'm just curious to see how this story ends up. Like Aaron Rodgers getting hurt like he did the first game of the season. If Aaron Rodgers comes back and I don't know, man. Are they talking about Aaron Rodgers coming back? I don't even want to finish that if he's not, it just how is he back on the field throwing the ball? He wasn't running or nothing, but he's throwing the ball with no walking boot. But he tore his Achilles and had surgery. Like that's wild, bro. That's wild. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the Post Malone stuff.
We wasn't friends with nobody.
I haven't seen the Post
Malone NBA player until I went to another NBA team. I wouldn't fuck with nobody. If you wasn't a Blazer, man, what's up, bro? During the game, but after that, we ain't really popping it. And now everybody's friends. Everybody's this and that. Some kumbaya shit. So it's like the competitive fiber. I love to see the playoffs a little bit because the competitive fiber come out. But just going out there, I mean, I went to a game one day, and both teams combined for like 73s before halftime, and I was so disgusted because I'm a slasher. I'm a quality basket guy. Everybody's not Steph and Clay, and everybody wants to be Steph and Clay. And I know the game's evolved, but
73 combined threes by halftime is crazy. It's crazy.
I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? And the way the referee is calling stuff, you can't foul guys, you can't touch guys, you can't. There's so many rules to protect guys, so it makes it easier for them to score. So it just ain't fun to watch anymore because we got very, very skilled guys that don't have to really, show their skills anymore because the league is, has made it easier for them. I think, in my opinion, not saying they can't play, but just more like to get a shot off, create space, and all that stuff is so much easier now.
And it's the fact that they got to follow that book though.
But Kyrie still does his thing, regardless if you're playing tough defense or light defense. Kyrie's still gonna get his work done. I just want to make sure I say that. Kyrie's still going to put you in the mixer and do all his thing, regardless if you give him space or not. You want to give him this much space, he want that much space. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of players who could do that. I'm just saying. I'm just being funny. Kyrie, for sure. You play tough defense, loose defense, he going to get what he wants.
Because there's some guys that played in the league, that ref now, that know that some of that shit they call is some bullshit, but they got to follow the book. A lot of the referees today, they don't explain why they called it.
He's saying follow the book. Is that
this and that? They come with a whole attitude, and I know y'all seen it. Get away from me. I'm not talking about this.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I see him going at the ref and going off. That's what the ref does.
I love that ref impression.
That's how they do it too.
Or he might tell you to shut up.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up.
Oh, all right. And I had to tell him this a couple times on some few occasions. Look, don't let that whistle fool you. I was like, that whistle gives you somewhat of a little bit of authority on this 94-foot hardwood for 40 minutes, 48
Yeah,
minutes. I said, but you gotta go home.
yeah. He not playing. Rasheed don't play, bruh. You gotta lead this building. There's a whole life outside of this. That's why the referees are moved so stealth, so swiftly. You don't know where they go. They hidden. They got like security taking them to the back. There's security guarding the doors. It's real deal Holyfield stuff when it comes to the black and whites on the court, bro. For real.
Leave this arena. David Stern and them cops ain't out there now. But that's who can be out there. I could be out there.
Look at him. Rasheed over here going at the refs like that. They said, yeah, we gotta shorten this dude's career. That's crazy, bro. That's
I
crazy.
could have had some homies out there because it's so simple. We the only show in town. Guess what? It ain't hard to figure out where $1 billion company is going to keep their employees. They ain't gonna have them motherfuckers at the Super 8. No, they're gonna be in another 5-star hotel away from the team. What you think, motherfuckers done that? You think I didn't have people?
You think? Look at the Rasheed is going in. He was ready to put some hands on some people or get some shit done to somebody.
That work in different cities that yeah, so and so them cats is here. Y'all gonna have so and so tomorrow as referees. Or the city's so small, you might be out at dinner and you want to see the same referee crew at dinner. Oh yeah, so now it's like, so if I really wanted to be a dickhead, the way that y'all trying to portray me.
Oh, this is hilarious. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace, man. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace. He's like, yo, don't let that referee whistle fool you, my nigga. Don't let it do that, please. We got scouts at the hotels, the restaurants. Like, yo,
Me to be, I could have had ample opportunity to fuck a lot of refs up off the court.
Well,
for real.
What were the worst things?
You saw Bonzi's face? Yo, did you see? Hold up, man. You see Bonzi Wells' face when he said that? You saw Bonzi like, yo, what? I think I might have went back too far.
I could be out there. I could have had some homies out there because it's so simple. We the only show in town. Guess what? It ain't hard to figure out where $1 billion company is going to keep their employees. They ain't gonna have them motherfuckers at the Super 8.
You know, he's had these thoughts before because these guys be trying him, you know? I see why he's upset about it. I understand it. You playing with people's livelihoods low key. Like they work all this time to get to this position, and then you're playing games to make them not do what they work for. Like he's saying, Chris Webber and KG got way bigger numbers than me, but you say we top 3, but they get way bigger numbers. I don't get to the foul line like they do because I'm out here on y'all ass telling y'all what's going on. She not lying, bro.
No, they're gonna be in another 5-star hotel away from the team. What you think, motherfuckers done that? You think I didn't have people that work in different cities that
look at Bonzi Wells'
them
face.
cats is here. Y'all gonna have so and so tomorrow as referees. Or the city's so small, you might be
Bonzi Wells' leg moving because he don't know where Rasheed is going with this. It's like that nervous move. Like, okay, all right, my nigga, don't say too much. And then when he say what he said, Bonzi like look like, wait, hold up, what? Watch.
You out at dinner and you want to see the same referee crew at dinner. Oh yeah, so now it's like, so if I really wanted to be a dickhead, the way that y'all trying to portray me to be, I could have had ample opportunity to fuck a lot of refs up off the court.
What were the worst things that refs did to you games?
Oh, just the same thing. I said, shut up, get away from me. I've said far worse things though. I told one ref, I was like, look, y'all keep talking shit, y'all keep bullshitting me. I said, I'm gonna pay somebody to burn your restaurant down.
Yo, Rasheed don't play. Rasheed needs to come on Gil's podcast. I know they on Underdog. We need to see Rasheed Wallace on No Chill Gil and let them go like say because Bonzi's. Rasheed is too real, bruh. Too real. I like. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace, bro.
Told another ref. I said, y'all keep fucking me and my team. This is when I was in Detroit. I said, y'all keep fucking me and my boys with these calls and shit. I said, I'm gonna hire a hacker to go into that little email account. Oh, the referee's like, try to give me that look like, huh? I'm like, oh, trust me, I know about that email account that y'all got from David Stern probably this morning in that locker room. I said,
oh my God. Wow, bro. Because you playing with people's livelihoods, man. What did R. Kelly say? I'm fighting for my life right now. Like people fighting for their NBA lives and jobs and stuff, and it's like that's crazy, bro. I'm here for it, Rasheed. I'm here for it, Rasheed.
Don't let it fool you. I said, y'all take this shit for granted. The same way that the NBA can look into a lot of things, man. You don't think that if me and Bonzi pay the hacker $100,000,
The Bonzi like, don't put me in this shit. Don't put me in this. You talk about yourself. I mean, even though they both out of the league, but I'm just saying, though, like, don't be including me in that.
hey yo, can you get these emails for me? You don't think that they can do that? Even with it's encrypted and all that. No, the same way that NBA keep tabs on us, like yeah, we can keep tabs on them too. But
in 2023, especially, you got 1,000,001 hackers that know how to get to it. These people got money, so it's easier for that to happen now too. I mean, it probably was obviously they had the money to do it before, but now the access to get something to go against the league too is probably more accessible. But you just gotta be careful with them hackers, man, because they'll help you out and then turn on you too, and then you fucked.
they don't like that. They don't like it when you call them.
He used to, before games, Rasheed would look at the referees and then communicate to you guys in the locker room, right? Like, oh man,
he would what she do, like before the game, you're gonna get game notes. So you're gonna get game notes of probably about 15, 20 pages of all the teams, the team that we're playing, the stats, and there's some stats and stuff, but it's always gonna be on there who's refereeing the games. He's going to the first thing he's doing is going to that. And this is what I knew. She the referees, like she was always good at, he get into it on the court, he can brush it off his shoulders, whatever. I remember this one game, we was fucking around, it was our man Donahue. Donahue said some shit to she, and
Donahue, that's the whistleblower. That's the one who kind of let it be known first. I think a couple other refs might have came out afterwards, but he was the first and main one, and he might have been the only one that got as far as he did with like a book and all his interviews and stuff like that. But by them even referring to him, that like something is up.
So she don't went crazy. He going crazy. We hold him out. Boom, get out of here. So usually we go into the locker room when they boom, get out of here. She, after the game, whatever, she's gonna always be in the jacuzzi or somewhere to stretching and be like, you gonna come in. Hey, fellas, my fault. You always do that. I'm sorry, man, my bag. You know what I'm saying? We're not tripping. But on this occasion, when Donahue did that to him, we come into the locker room and coach used to give a speech. She was standing by the locker, fully dressed. I mean, fully dressed, everything on it. And he just got that look at it. He's bopping. He ain't got no headphones on, but he's doing this. So I look like, oh man, my boy got that look in his eye. So Pip give me that look like, hey, like, hey man, don't take no shower, get dressed right now. Somebody's like, man, go make sure you be with she. I'm like, all right, I ain't take no shower. I'm taking off my gear. I'm putting my shit on. As soon as we 1, 2, 3, boom, she gone. I'm like, so I'm trying to, all right, fuck, what is my boy on?
Man.
So I'm trying to get to my car. So we go out the tunnel. I'm trying to get the car. So the tunnel is where when you go out the loading docks, you got to bus out there, all our cars and all that shit. So I'm trying to get out there, run out there. She just standing in front of his car. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What you doing, man? You all right? Like, bro, you all right? Woo. He's 7 foot me. So he only see everything at a 7 foot plateau. I'm only 6 foot. He ain't looking down at me. He ain't doing nothing. 7 foot. He just doing that stuff. And I'm just like, what's going on? He wouldn't say shit to me. Everybody's walking out the tunnel. She just looking. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Sees Donahue. Right at this motherfucker.
Man.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because I was out there talking to Brev. I think we were playing Memphis.
Was it Memphis?
Yeah, because I was standing out there on the loading dock. I was by the car, and then when I seen him come, I started shooting the shit with him. Like, hey, how's the wife? This and that, how we always do, right?
Yeah.
So then it was Donahue, Steve Javy, and
Steve Javy's one of them guys too. Old vet, been around for a minute. They be iffy on that guy too, for sure. Steve Javy's still around. Steve Javy might be that guy who has a problem with Chris Paul, if I'm not mistaken. Is he the one that got the problem with Chris Paul? I'm not sure.
I forgot the third referee. I think it might have been Scott something. I can't remember his last name.
Foster?
But could have been.
Or is it
So all
Scott
three of them walked
Foster?
by, right?
Oh no, man. It's one of them names is the one that's a link with Chris Paul, but 2 of those names are still in the league, and 2 of those names were with Donahue in this story. So who's the dots? Birds of a feather flock together, right? So it's Donahue and 2 refs that are still in the league now, and one of those 2 refs has a problem with Chris Paul, like they did with Iverson and maybe Rasheed.
So I blurted out, yeah, I'm gonna get my motherfucking money back from that bullshit tech too. And then he stopped and turned back, was like, what? I said, yeah, bitch, you heard me. I'm gonna get my motherfucking money back. So Brad, like, he's trying to tell me like to chill. I'm like, nah. I said, I know what the fuck they out there doing. I said, his ass is fucking cheating. That's what the fuck he doing. And then he started to walk towards me. And so I met that motherfucker halfway. So we going in there and we yelling back and forth, fuck you and all this other shit.
The referee is, what is this? What's going on here, bro? Referees with no holes out there, no holes barred.
I told him, I said, first of all, with me being who I am, if that man right there would have felt as though I was throwing the ball at him, you don't think he would have called the tackle on me with the relationship that we got?
And you're talking about Jabby.
Yeah.
You and Jabby had a
Man, fuck Steve Jabby. And so I'm
Wait,
like,
wait,
you don't
fuck-
think he would have set up here and called the tech on me? Why did you have to come 40 feet from the other side of the court to call the tech? I said, yeah, bitch, you heard me. I'm gonna get my motherfucking money back too. So, they separated us, broke us up. Next morning, I get called into Witz's office
damn,
and NBA security on the phone.
damn.
So now I'm like, what the fuck y'all want? Well, we just want to know what happened last night. Bitch, y'all already know what happened last night because y'all suspended me 7 games. So what the fuck you calling me for? Y'all already know what happened. Why you gonna wait till
Rasheed was barking on everybody. Dame, reminded me of Damon Dash. Not going for nothing, just calling everybody out, cussing them out. I'll put a link to this in the description box also if you guys want to watch it, in its entirety without the cuts and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna go the whole 50 minutes.
you suspend me and fine me and then call me to find out what happened? No, fuck out of here, hung up. For that whole time with them when I was going through that Donnie shit, I wasn't talking to NBA security. But I'm like, for what? Y'all motherfuckers already fined me. Anytime so made them motherfuckers.
So he had a problem with the big dog or one of the big dogs of this unfair referee shit. Like, where are we at with that? 1.5. They talking kind of fast, right?
It's come out. They came out to Portland. Yeah, can we talk to you after practice? All right, yeah. After practice, do the routine, whatever we had going on, no matter if it was like in the back with the hot tub or, getting a lift in after practice, whatever. I did whatever I had to do. Shower, and I'm the fuck out of there. I ain't talking to them. I'm like, there's no need. Y'all just want to put this shit down for y'all's sake.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to talk to me for when you already fined me? You already set down the punishment. So they suspended me 7 games for that Donahue shit. It cost me 1.2 or 1.3 for them 7 games.
And at that time, I mean, it's 1.2, 1.3 is a lot in any era, any time. But even in that time, that 1.2, 1.3 was more because that 1.2, 1.3 now is probably like 700,000 to them. But at that time, that probably really was the whole 1.3. You know what I mean?
That was like, I think it was my first or second year into my big contract that I just signed with Portland.
Damn.
Right? So I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers. So, that's when the beef picks up with me and the refs.
Yeah, because y'all cost him a lot of money as he's just now starting to get some money. Y'all trying to take it back. And nobody knows where that money goes for the fine anyway. Probably goes to the referees. What if that ever came out, the referees get that money that for the technicals and shit? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Portland, make a pit stop here in Atlanta, then Atlanta to Detroit. So I'm in Detroit. Still, I go into the meeting.
That boy was in Atlanta for like a day. I think he played like 1 game or a half a game and then dipped out. Yeah, I seen something right there. My cat tripping. Yeah, he played like 1 game or even a half of the game and left. Pit stop was definitely the proper term for that.
With the guys, when I first got there, yo, it's good. I love y'all. I just want y'all to know it's going to be a whole lot of bullshit that come with these referees that I'm bringing. That they're not going to give y'all no calls. They're not going to, do this. They're going to turn a blind eye to a lot of shit. So I said I'm apologizing to a lot of it now because
damn,
it's the shit that I'm bringing with me from Portland.
Damn,
right? So, we went through the whole year. We ended up winning, and that next year, it was either that next year or the year after, one of the two. I'm on a family vacation. So
here we
me,
go.
my wife,
here we go.
Jermaine, him, they wives, girls, and Jermaine's brother. We all on a yacht. We out in the middle of the motherfucking Mediterranean Sea. We out there having fun, jet skiing, jumping off.
We about to hear some crazy shit now. These guys are out on vacation somewhere out far. If Donnie he pull up on him, how they know he was there? Let's see what happens.
Bro, all this shit, right? So
good time.
Go back to my room. Look at my 12 missed calls, all from my mother-in-law. I'm like, oh shit, the kids. Hey, what's up, mommy? What's up? Everything okay? Everything okay? Yeah, baby, everything's fine. She was like, I don't know what happened, but it's a lot of reporters outside the house. I said, huh? She said, yeah, so it's a lot of reporters. I said, well, did anybody come on the property, knock on the door, any of that nature? She's like, no, they didn't do none of that. I said, all right, cool. I said, we good then. So hang up with her. Like 30 seconds after I hang up with her, Joe D calls me. So he's like, hey, she, what's up? What's up? Hey, she, hey,
Joe Dumars.
All right. I'm like, what's good? He was like, I'm gonna just cut straight to the chase. You was right. I'm like, like right about what? What are you talking about? He was like, you haven't seen the news or anything? I'm like, man, we in the middle of the ocean. Ain't no TVs on this boat.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. well, they got your man Tim Donahue on the wiretap talking about fixing the games and this and that. I was like, I just let out a big ass shit. Ah!
Wow, bro. He's like, I knew it, bro. I knew it. Damn, Rasheed.
I told you. I knew it. I knew it. So everybody thought I was crazy with that whole Donahue situation and dealing with the referees. But
Did you ever have a problem with the referee after Donahue?
yeah.
I mean, of course you have a problem.
Yeah, of
you have a
course.
problem.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think it did what it
Did you have so that's the Donahue incident? It seems like what again we're looking for just turning points. So Donahue incident, that's when the referee you didn't have a good relationship with guys like Javi before that and a handful of others. But after Donahue, it seemed like all the referees, and again referees are a cult. And
Yeah,
it's
they are.
55-ish guys all cut from a very similar cloth who are very tight knit, as we know from various phone records. So with that being said, Donahue, that moment was that basically a memo to every ref, an email to every ref saying Rasheed Wallace is that guy now. So for the next, I think it was 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
it got turned up. And by the time you got to Detroit, that was
Yeah.
something you had to warn your entire team about.
Yep.
Like this is a thing. And in Detroit, did all your guys rally around you? Is that part of what brought you guys together? You think?
Well, that and the fact that some other things that I didn't even know, like shit, I didn't know that the referees ain't like Chauncey. I'm like, huh? I'm like,
Chauncey?
I'm like Chauncey. I never heard him.
yeah. Chauncey didn't seem like he had any problems with the referees like that. Chauncey didn't seem like he had any problems like that. That's kind of weird.
Cuss no ref out or just to say anything or do anything for him to be on their bad side. I'm like, and it was who else? There was somebody else that they had a problem with. But yeah, once I came there, it amped everything up for it because now I'm being a dick. So now with every questionable call, and I'm not saying I never fouled or none of that. Yeah,
because I mean, if you already was onto it and you turned out being right by somebody getting caught like that, like for sure, I would be questioning every single thing that looked suspect too. Like what the hell?
But some of them calls, it wasn't no fouls. So I'm being a dick about things. So
That's
how you line
crazy.
it up. Somebody shooting a foul shot, so I'm right here, and you know how sometimes the refs are right there under the basket. So I'm right. I'm like, damn. Must have got that call too, huh? Well, I'm saying little slick shit like, oh man, so you in bed with your boy?
Oh wow.
So I'm saying every damn reference I can.
Yeah.
Without saying that they cheat.
Yeah.
What did you say? I'm like, you heard me.
Yeah.
Say it again. I'm gonna get you out of here. Look.
Wow.
Let me tell you this, dude. If it gives you power to think that, okay, you're throwing me out of the game, okay, go ahead, you can do it. But again, after the game, it's public. You got to go home. A lot of those referees got side businesses. You got to go home. So now, that shit they don't think about. Like, I got beef.
Yo, this is hilarious that he's saying that though. Like, you see me, I can't even talk. That's crazy that he's you got to go home. He taking it there. I get it though. You playing with my livelihood. You playing with my thing that I work hard for. I understand totally where you're coming from. I didn't know he was on him this much, but this is the part that I like. The fact, I like that the older players like these guys have voices or have platforms to get their word out. KG, the truth, you know what I'm saying? Up in Smoke, obviously, or All the Smoke, whichever it is. Shout out to those guys. They definitely do their thing. Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and of course, No Chill or Gills Arena. It's dope to see the ex-players, some of the ones with the personalities, different type of people. Everybody I name is a different type of person, you know what I mean? As far as like how their personality is off the court, with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and it's crazy. And Rasheed Wallace over here giving us some insight from the East Coast, from the eastern side of things. The old, he was in the same era, of course, with some of the other players, KG and them too, but you don't really hear them talking about this, at least not yet. Hopefully Rasheed can make some appearances with these guys and bring these guys out to say some more stories that we want to hear too, bro. That's crazy.
I had beef with this one referee when I was in New York. Gave me a tech because I fouled a dude twice in the same play. Yeah. He had me out like on the mid wing, and he drove. So, I'm sliding, body checking. So I did foul him. Boom, body checking. So the ref blew the whistle, and he kept going.
So you found him again.
I'm gonna keep going. So
yeah. Yeah, that's extra, but I mean, that's extra. They're gonna say that's intentional. You try to hurt the guy. So of course you're gonna get a technical for that, Rasheed.
Get a tech for that. Oh, you can't do that. I'm like, look, I said, so I went to my logic. I said, so let me ask you this. I did foul him. I admitted it. And yes, I did. I said, so if he would have made that bucket when I fouled him, would you have counted the and?
Oh man.
He's like, yeah, because you fouled him and the play was continuing. I said, oh. I said, so
wait.
I get a tech because
Wait a minute. That's not true. They couldn't do that. The first foul is the foul. It's not going to be an and one if he made that shot. Dude probably just said that to make him mad, or unless they were really would have did it. That's crazy.
I did foul him, but now I'm not letting him finish the and one, and I get a tech. Oh, so I was in this ref ad.
Oh well, because you know what? Yeah, that's a little tricky. Cause yeah, that's tricky. Cause you really can't call 2 fouls in one play. But that's correct. Cause not many players on defense think like that. A lot of players on defense think that they foul, the referee calls the whistle. If that guy still has a motion to go for his and one, you just have to let him go. And say you're playing defense on a guy penetrating to the basket and he euro steps you around the dotted line in the paint. So he euro steps you foul him on the first step, but he still has his whole other step to go up and shoot. That's like all free and just like got to concentrate to make the shot. A lot of players would just let him do that next step and go up. But Rasheed would foul him again so he don't finish that, which I understand that point. Like, you're not about to get this and one, but I've always wondered what happened if you foul somebody in that aspect to stop the and one. Would that be a violation? They couldn't call it goaltending because it's not goaltending. It's almost like a free foul. To be honest, it's like a free foul because the first whistle was the actual situation. But the fact that the offense gets a continuation rule, there's never been no set rule on continuation on defense. Usually defense just surrenders and the offense can continue his. That's a crazy little element, and I never heard nobody really break that down or indulge in that, because like you could stop the person from continuing the and one and get a second, and like if you foul them again and that's kind of confusing as fuck. I just never really heard that before. For him to say yeah he was still counted, but the part that makes sense is the fact that it was the continuation on offense, on the offensive side. So yeah, I should be able to continue this move because it's an and one, But Rasheed's the only person I've ever known to be like, no, I'm gonna foul you here too, unless maybe KG did it too. But that's a veteran move. I never really heard that part talked about. A double foul on one play. You know what I mean? To stop the and one from the continuation of the first foul. Usually you would have a defender come and do the second part, and it's like whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think I'm tripping. I don't know if anybody out there knows what I'm talking about. That's just wild though.
And looked into his shit and found out that him and his family is got a bunch of fighting cocks. They fight roosters, right?
You would find
So after so I kept saying, I was like, yeah, like messing with them cocks, huh? So in our language we know what that means, but in that field, you fight your roosters, you fighting some cocks, huh? Like, I kept messing with him that whole time for the rest of that year. Every time I'm like, yeah, we got the cockfighter.
Wow.
I did my part to piss them off after that whole Donahue joint, but y'all can't get mad at me because I called y'all out.
Did any referees apologize to you after?
Hell no.
Right.
I asked that question. No, answer.
Donahue did apologize to you.
No, he said any referee after that. Like after that whole,
after that,
yeah. Has any ref after that?
Nobody came up to you and said, "Hey,
fuck no."
Did the refereeing get better for you? For you, was there less? I mean, there was obviously less text.
Absolutely not.
During your career, but after Donahue, was there a softening amongst referees where you were less of a bad guy?
No, I mean, I didn't hate all referees. There were some good referees in the NBA who shot it to you straight. That went old school. Hey, you had your hand on his hip, you know what I'm saying, or you tripped him up. But they would talk to you. That's all it takes. It's a couple of seconds. That's all it takes. So some referees, yeah, I had a pretty good rapport with.
This is crazy.
Other
bro.
ones like, man, fuck you.
Like Joey Crawford, like you and Joey Crawford got along really well.
Joey Crawford and I think had a better relationship or a better understanding as I got older. He was already a veteran referee, ref finals and other Hall of Fame players, all of that. And with me going through my tirade, sometimes I looked at him as a league darling, one of the league boys. What changed my mind about Joey Crawford is when I seen he had beef with Tim Duncan. I'm like, whoa, Tim Duncan was like one of the most nicest guys.
Yeah, that's the one who gave Duncan a technical and threw him out the game for laughing on the bench. Like that dude had it out for Duncan, bro, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Most nonviolent guys that you can meet.
That's
and I'm like,
funny.
Man, what did he do to piss off
Joey Crawford? What?
And I to this day I still don't know what
nobody
it was,
knows.
When I saw Joey reffing harder against him and, a tech here and there against him dunking. I was like, all right, I like Joe. He's going against the system. And from that point, he started declining with a lot of the bigger games on TV because now he's not going with the program. So Joey Crawford and I started to get along, and come to find out, he's a Pennsylvania native, Philly boy too. So,
well, they're all Philly boys.
Yeah, or around Philly, yeah. And so I sat and talked with Joey one day. I think we met at the Philly Sports Hall of Fame, and we shot the breeze for a quick second. It wasn't nothing personal. Like to this day, I fuck with Joe Crawford because I'm gonna call it how I see it. That was always his thing.
That's crazy.
What's Tommy's last name?
Tommy Nunez.
No, not Tommy Nunez. Punk ass. Him and Junior.
Hey man, Rasheed got the refs' names by heart. He know them. He know him. He know him well.
Tommy.
Yes. Oh, Tom Washington. Tom Washington was another
Man.
referee. Him and I came in together.
Was it black referee?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Him and I came in together. And again, that's another referee who explains it out. He don't just you fouled him, get away from me. No, he won't go through whatever it was.
Communicates.
And that's the whole key is the communication. But they would rather come
That's
with
funny,
the
bro.
conceited shit like, oh, well, I got my family out here and I dare you show me up. Hey, yo, ain't nobody come and fucking see you.
Yeah, for
And
real.
it also came to the point where they got some calls down from the league. If you got a star player, it's a big televised game, he's not going to get a lot of calls. Like, don't call a lot of fouls on him because they're going to want to see him. Like, and that's the other thing to me. You get these analytic guys, right? How the fuck can you play 48 minutes and only foul twice? How the fuck can you play for 10 plus years and only foul out of a game like 3 times?
That's LeBron right there. He talking about LeBron. LeBron James, that was a stat that I remember them bringing up before. LeBron only fouled out maybe 2 games in his whole career. It might be more since the last time I heard about this, but obviously, yeah, it was like only maybe 2 games out of his whole career has LeBron fouled out. And I'm a LeBron fan. I get it, but that's crazy to know that he's on his 21st year or whatever he's on, and only fouled out of 2 games. Hardly in foul trouble, rarely. And I want to say, yeah, he got great defense and stuff. That's what I want to run with, but that's crazy. And he's talking about LeBron right here. I ain't gonna lie.
It's virtually impossible. So with that, you got to see the favoritism with that. 100%. You got to see
Who played 10 plus years and only fouled
No,
out?
I mean, I'm just saying, like in general, period.
A lot of people, a lot of darling.
Yeah, in general, like how many games Michael Jordan?
Old boy trying to get some names. Drop some names, of course.
Very few. I think LeBron, same thing. LeBron's only fouled out of.
And Bron been playing 20 years.
Cole probably didn't foul out too many.
That's what I'm saying.
Play hard D.
They get them emails. They get them phone calls. Look, don't call. That's why you think Roger Bell ain't in the league, or the way that he was put out of the league because he's D'ing up Kobe.
He had the audacity to play defense.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Against our stars. And then here it is. What happened when Roger first started to become that defensive presence? Locking motherfuckers up. Now you got Phoenix versus LA Sunday afternoon NBC.
Yeah.
Hey, before the motherfucking 10-minute mark, Roger Bell got 2 fouls. Now he's on the bench.
Yeah.
You guys all watching this as players. How did you feel?
Damn, that's crazy, bro. And RIP to one of the greats, Kobe. But you got to think, like, one thing I'll say for myself is like, Rasheed Wallace, I don't feel like he has a reason to lie. He's telling his truth on what he experienced. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Rasheed Wallace for even doing this. I mean, he has more he's gonna say. But like, as somebody out here who like I said, growing up really wasn't too much of a Laker fan myself, I felt what these guys are saying happened for the Lakers a lot, bro. That series against Sacramento, they got a lot of breaks. I feel like the Lakers got a lot of favoritism when it came to stuff because it's whoever's the main teams, the most marketing gets the most help. Jordan had the same situation. And Rasheed, in so many ways, is saying the same thing I'm saying. I'm not saying anything wild. But my whole point was, as watching a team you're not a fan of get all these breaks, and you think that you're crazy because you're seeing what's going on, but everybody around you's for that team, so you don't make no sense to nobody. They're happy, whatever happened. It's like, what the hell? This is not right. This is what the hell's going on. But they got them emails to make sure that Kobe looks as the darling as he's supposed to be, and the Lakers do what they're supposed to do. Shaq comes in injured. They know he's not going to be there for the first 20 games. they played nothing but the bottom of the league for the first 25 games. And then all of a sudden, when they get their first time against somebody real, Shaq has already been back in shape and he's ready to go. And then it looks like it's always looked kind of funny, but I'm always in the area around people who are for where it's looking funny for. So that's why now, liking the Lakers because of LeBron, I don't want to hear none of these other people out here complain about any of the benefits they're getting, because Lakers and other teams like that got a lot of benefits to help their franchise do whatever they did. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear it when it goes in LeBron's favor. So, you know, that's where I'm at with that. I don't want to hear none of that while it's in LeBron's favor, because y'all didn't say nothing when it was in Kobe and Shaq's favor. Y'all didn't say nothing when it was in Jordan's favor, which is like, oh, they're just the greatest. Nobody can beat them. So enjoy the ride till LeBron's gone too. When he gets all these calls, when they are the worst team in the beginning of the year, not even going to make the playoffs, make one trade, and now they're in the Western Conference Finals. Don't be mad at it. Just chop it up to the game, just like we chopped it up to the game when Kobe and them did it. You know what I mean? Do you think the Raptors were helped? I didn't really watch that. I didn't watch that series because I really wasn't into Kawhi going to Toronto. I felt like it was kind of weird the way they were pumping it up. They were really trying to build Kawhi up to be something that, you know, they still have him at being. You know, I really didn't watch that, but I know that there was a lot of breaks in that Philly series. I heard about it, and then I don't want to go into this because that's going to make it, that's a deeper, darker link. But that last shot he made against Toronto or against Philly, that bounce, but that shit looks crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the momentum, you guys can see where the storylines are. Like the games now have so many more storylines, and it's not just about the game itself. So Kawhi being on the outs with Toronto, with San Antonio, he wanted to go somewhere else. They sent him all the way up there to a place that never won a championship. The momentum was going for them the whole time. Like it was a perfect Cinderella story. He got there, won a championship right then. Now like, why didn't none of that carry over to the next season or the next season or the next season or the next season? Like why was he so broken down and then went to Toronto and was good enough to win the ring, and then ever since Toronto he's been broken down again? But he's still around the same age, and you see him in person, the dude looks like he's in complete shape. I don't know, bro. I didn't watch enough of those games to see it, but I just heard a lot of those games were kind of funny. I definitely heard that, but I'm not gonna say for sure because I didn't watch any of them because I just didn't have no interest. It seemed like it was looking like somebody was gonna win that. You know, you could kind of tell what was gonna happen, and it just sucks to know that, or to see, maybe not fully true, but WWE and NBA got a lot in common, man.
I know you pretty well, and I know you have a code. And I know there's a very clear line between just and unjust.
He used to say that though. No, we've been in the locker room. Remember I was talking about the notes he look at? She'd have said like, man, Bonds, man, we're gonna get 2 fouls in the first quarter. Like, and I'm young. I'm like, man, you tripping, bro. And we always got 2 fouls in the first quarter. The big games, you know, the big games, the Lakers or whoever else was a big game.
Yeah, because like Bonzi Wells would be guarding him. Or remember the Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson? He was actually doing pretty well against Kobe till they start handicapping him too. And me, as somebody who was not rooting for the Lakers, wanted to see Portland do well because they had a good team enough to beat the Lakers. But those series were shaky too, baby. But it's just Kobe and Shaq. La 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 la. Like I'm telling y'all, man, y'all was in la la land. Y'all was in la la land with a lot of la la help. And that's why the Lakers need that help now. I need to see LeBron get number 5. I don't care what they got to do to make it happen. They bringing back the Mamba jerseys. Let's go. Let's win it for Kobe. Let's win it for whatever. But LeBron needs number 5. They need to make sure that LeBron, with all the records, has a 5th ring to at least be more in the conversation than he already is when it comes to him, Kobe, and LeBron, right? Him, Kobe, and Jordan. I think that's the only thing that kind of holds him back, is that he has 4, and the next is 5 and 6. So 6, I don't think can happen for LeBron, but he could definitely catch 5. So this might be the year. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is, man. Hopefully it is. It's definitely not the same anymore.
For both of us, and it would be crazy. And I used to be like, man, this dude. Like I thought, you know, everybody thought it was crazy. But I used to be like, man, this dude knows.
I used to know, like I used to be into the NBA even after like my boy was playing. Like I used to be into the NBA until like to the point where I knew the players on the bench for almost all the teams, just because I was just engulfed in the NBA so much. You knew the players. I'm not that way no more at all. Like I definitely fell back to where there's a lot of players I don't really like know like that. You know, I definitely fell back. I used to really be on the league. I used to really know the shit. I know the players. I know how to play and all that stuff. I know about that. But as far as knowing the players and where they came from and what they could do, knowing who the underdog could be, because I've seen him do it in college or whatever, like them days is gone for me. I still watch it and like it, but I don't know the history or know a lot of the players on the team. You know what I mean? And there used to be a time where you could know that. You knew who Rick Smith was or Derek Harper, Anthony Mason. I'm trying to think of a bench player. Um, shit, who's a bench player? I was about to say Wally Zerbiak, but he was a star. Uh, Gary Trent, or I don't know. Just you would just know the other players. You know what I mean? This crazy, bro. Crazy.
Talking about because he would just call out so much shit and look back on it. He was calling out everything, and it sucked that we had to play under them type of conditions because it kind of unevens the playing field. And
Unevens it like a mug, and who runs it back? Lob to Shaq. Shaq dunks on the whole Portland team, and Shaq runs to the thing like we're the champ. Man, listen, bro. That Indiana series was shaky, baby. Too. I remember watching that with some of my friends. Not fair. The Philly thing. I mean, that made sense, but Philly could have got 2 games, but it's cool. Whatever. Iverson got known for that 1 game. That's cool. That's cool. But it's good to hear people who suffered through it speak their truth about it. You know what I mean?
said our whole trajectory could have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? If they would have just called it the way they saw it, just been fair.
Could have been a totally different situation. Maybe Portland went to the finals against whoever the Lakers beat that year. Maybe it could have been Portland versus, or Rasheed Wallace was in Detroit when that happened. But who knows? Maybe it could have been Portland against New Jersey with Vince Carter and those guys. You know, if it was on a level playing field.
Fair human. Shit, it's one referee. I'm not going to mention her name, but
her.
She seemed to have
her
damn near every game when I was in Portland and KG was in Minnesota. She seemed to have damn near every fucking game that him and I matched up against each other. And what happened? She picks up I'm gonna pick up the first foul for sure before the 11-minute mark, and then it might go down to that 8-minute mark or that 7-minute mark, and I'll get that second. So I asked one, I'm like, do you like him or something? Every time you reffing and I'm going against him, how I always get 2 quick fouls. I'm like, what the fuck is the hold up here? Like, damn, y'all put me out real quick on these matchups when you reffing.
So what did you say? There's 2 reps in that. There's 2 female reps in that area.
They're not going to say nothing. Yeah. You know, they just get it. It's all said with their looks.
Look away.
So as soon as you say something about it, you know, they'll talk to you or they'll talk to me or they talk to me once I call them a couple of motherfuckers, you know, jazz motherfuckers and all that. Oh, now you'll talk to me, giving me a tech. Now you want to hear what the fuck I got to say. But when I come to you nice and calm, I'm like, damn, what made you call that? Or you didn't see him shoot me the elbow first or nothing like that?
That last shot with Robert Ory and tip out, there was a crazy play or 2 before that even allowed that to happen with Sacramento. I was a big Sacramento fan at that time too. They got robbed that game, and they got robbed, I think, the game to go to that game before. Some crazy shifty stuff. And there was something that came out with the Donahue stuff where he refed a couple of those playoff games with the Lakers and Kings. That is a fact, bro. So it was like, damn, Donahue did that. He was a part of those games. Sacramento was getting jerked. It looked like it when I was watching it, but you know, you're just a fan and you're like younger too. So people just like thinking you're just tripping. But these guys had help, and it wasn't pure basketball. It was stage theater.
No. Oh, okay. Now you want to you don't want to say nothing. But when I start to get wild, act like a nigga out here, now you want to say something and talk to me so you can look like I'm the oh no. I didn't do nothing and she just went off on me. No, motherfucker, all you gotta do is just talk, say something, communicate. Like, damn.
So was your frustration oftentimes with refs that lack? So was it lack of communication led to you getting a little more boisterous in order to get their attention and demand answers?
It wasn't necessarily me trying to get more boisterous with it, you know, because for one, I'm already loud. But it was just the fact that no, I wanted it to be seen. Like, look, as you just mentioned a second ago, it's a fine line between right and wrong. Yo, all that gray area shit, nah. If you see he fouled me, yo, call.
Hey, you know what? You're 1000% right on that, Eric. I ain't gonna lie, that was something that definitely benefited for LeBron. They were losing that series. They probably would have lost that series if that didn't happen. That was completely one of the things that worked for LeBron, and I knew it. And I was like, damn, that's okay. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. But no, that was absolutely it. Because had that not happened, Cavs would have lost that. I could admit that. It was, you know, I'm glad it happened. So it didn't. You know what I mean? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. That worked in LeBron's favor right there.
Hold it. So, perfect instance. Dealing with the referees again. I'll give y'all this story real quick. We're playing Cleveland in Detroit. I'm at the top of the key. Ilgauskas guard me. I got the ball. I swing the ball. We put up a shot.
Uh-oh, Cleveland in Detroit. Is this the game where LeBron went for 28 straight points? Is it that game, Rasheed? Is it that one? I don't know. Is it that one? Playing against the Cavs in Detroit. I mean, it could have been a bunch of times because they played each other 4 times every time. But I'm just thinking, is it that time when LeBron dropped 28 in a row?
Shot. Ilgauskas breaks. So, boom, I run with him. So, Cleveland's coming down on their break. So, Ilgauskas is the first one down. So, he comes to the middle of the paint. He do everything he's supposed to as a big, run straight to the front of the bucket and post up. Well, he did that. But the thing is, when he turned up, boom, shot me a quick dirty bow. Hit me, boom. Oh, shit, motherfucker. So, when he caught the ball and turned up, that's when I fouled. That's when I bust his head.
Oh, Rasheed don't play. You ain't gonna throw no 2 shot and get away with it. I bust his head, and it's documented that that's what happened. And when you playing and you running around, your body temperature is hot. Any kind of cut you get, that's gonna gush and make it look even crazier too. So that.
He's like, oh, this and that. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you know what you did. So the refs come over. Yeah, I'm like, no, he ain't gonna run up on me. You ain't gotta hold me. I know he ain't gonna run up on me.
You ain't gotta hold me. He ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Like it is what it is. I'm cool. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Rasheed was gangster. You say that right? Shout out to Rasheed Wallace, bro. That's hilarious.
So after the game, the reporter, oh, why did you get a flagrant foul to Ilgauskas and this and that? I mean, I know the history. They always play you guys tough. I'm like, dude. Did you see what he did? Well, he just came down and post up. All right, go watch the tape. Go watch the replay. Never heard nothing else about that.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers never came because they saw the dirty bow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now they see why I did what I did. A week later, we're in Cleveland, right? I specifically remember this. On the left block, Giannis is down on the baseline as the ref. And I'm posting Ilgauskas. I got the ball. So I'm starting to shimmy, make my move. So
he didn't travel. You see how he even put the ball down before he made his move right there. Just want to throw that out there. Just want to throw that out there. You see he dropped the ball down before he make his move. I promise you that's what he just did. I promise you.
I'm going to the middle, faking middle to come back baseline. So when I go to fake middle, here comes Varys out and wipes all 3 of us out. It wasn't even a basketball foul. He was just trying to hurt me, wipe all of us out, right? So all 3 of us fall. Giannis gives all 3 of us a tech. So, at first I didn't know. So, I get up, I'm going to the line and everything because I know I'm about to shoot. And then I hear the announcer boy, yeah, technical foul, Rasheed Wallace. Whoa. I'm trying to shoot the ball.
He lost it.
I'm turning up, making my move. And he comes
he lost it.
For trying to score. You know what he said? Yeah. We were told that whatever went on between you guys is to give everybody a tech. Oh, okay. Thank you for saying that, Jack. I said, you just proved my point on what I say a lot about.
Wow.
In the phone calls.
Wow.
That, Jack. Thank you. I still haven't seen that to this day.
Wow.
You were trying to score, gets fouled, and he gets that.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he throw you out? He's like, what?
No, he
threw you out. He
threw me out.
Damn, bro. Like Rasheed. They had it out for Rasheed, bro. They had it out for him because he was a quote unquote, I guess, not a whistleblower, but a whistleblower. He was a player that wasn't playing that shit, and they definitely didn't like that, bro. Let me see what else. A couple more minutes. Let me see.
But you was 7 foot him though.
I was 7 foot him, but he was out there cheating that shit too, though.
But these dudes are like 5'5" shit.
That ain't my fault. They got Napoleon complex. You shouldn't be working with big ass athletes. You know what I'm saying? Shit, go work with the Shetland ponies over at the zoo or something, man. The little goats or some shit. This dude, look, how you know I'm looking at you? If you're not what? Looking at me. Reffing to see what's going on out here. You won't know I'm looking at you. I'm not part of the play. Yeah, I caught the ball. I swung the ball. I know the play ain't for me, but I'm looking right at you. And that bullshit that you sitting out here doing. And he knew he was some bullshit to this day.
Do you think there were other Donahys?
What? Hold up. It's $1 billion company, bro. One, as Stern like to call it, one lone wolf is not going to cause the upstart in $1 billion company like that by himself. And it's already a public known fact. We seen who he was talking to. So
how do guys in the league? That's my big thing with Scott Foster. Is that Scott Foster's never had to answer for this
yet.
So there is in the Pedowitz report, which was the report that the NBA commissioned after the Donahue scandal. Foster said that he is willing to talk with the media about everything, and he's willing to let a member of the media follow him around for a week to understand basically how an NBA referee operates during the season.
That
He's-
wouldn't be
It's
real.
been 15 years. He's never had to say
Yeah,
a word. And if
yeah.
you in the media or as a former player, remember whatever we are, if you say anything about Scott Foster, you're immediately dismissed. And
Yeah.
NBA, I just requested a comment from the NBA on this a month ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The Scott Foster element, like, how if I were Chris Paul, I'm James Harden.
No, they hate some guys.
Yeah.
Chris Paul has not won a playoff game. Chris Paul in his career,
So there we
over
go.
500, I believe, in playoff games. His
There-
entire career. 0-14 when Scott Foster refs games.
There it goes.
How is he still ref?
Scott Foster.
He's a league boy.
Company man.
Yeah.
He probably got some.
So Scott Foster is the referee. That was also with Donahue and the other guy. So this stuff is alive and well still in the league, bro. You know, man, that's kind of wild to see. I mean, it's not as wild, but it's just, how do you know, man? How do you know what you really watching, man? You just gotta watch it as, as just the entertainment part as it is. Don't be invested in it. I'm not sure if I know anybody who really gets down when the team loses, but I'm sure there are still some people out there who probably are hurt and affected or sad if their team loses. If it's not even about betting, just in general, like, oh man, we should have won that game. How we lose? Don't do it to yourself. In one ear out, in one ear out the other, and just move on to the next activity or a form of entertainment, because that ain't no joke right there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And the fact that it's been going on for a long time, just because the whistleblower was there, doesn't mean it never stopped. I'm pretty sure it never stopped. They just probably hit it or did it a little bit different, a little bit better. But it's hard to believe any of these stats that happen. I don't know, man. I still like the sport. I love the sport itself, so that's why I will watch the league and the NBA. Plus, we're gonna be, seeing what's going on. But yeah, just having like real investments into it is not the idea. Not the best idea. You know what I mean? Definitely not the best idea. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't done so. So far, it seems like everybody who responded in the question we had, people are scooping up the Jordan 11s, so that's dope. These are definitely fire. You know what I mean? The 12s, the cherries are also fire as well. Some pretty good retros. It's dope that we got all these playoff retros this year. The 8s, the 13, or no, yeah, the 8s, 13s, these 12s. I think there's somebody else too. I forgot. I mean, the reimagines, yeah, too, but I'm talking about like those playoff Jordans, the 8s, the 12s, and there's one other one that I'm drawing a blank on, right? 8s, 12s. We didn't get the 14, but 8s, 12s, and something else. Oh, and the 13s. Yeah. Shout out to you guys in the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Jordan 11 is definitely on point. Rasheed Wallace and them was kind of crazy, bro. Rasheed Wallace, Bonzi Wells definitely giving us a good insight. Of course, Rasheed Wallace. I was looking forward to seeing what he had to say, because he got good stories, bro. And they talking for 50 minutes. 50 minutes of conversation about just secrets. Anybody here tired of this? I will have a link in the description if you guys want to watch the whole thing in its entirety, of course, without interruptions. I don't know how many commercials there are in the real one or not, but I think that is some good conversation. I honestly don't feel like I like this topic, but I honestly don't know if I would watch this by myself. So that's why I'm like watching it with y'all. Whoever decides to stay around and stick around. We've been watching the whole like 38 minutes of this shit though. Is it boring?
Dirt on the league that he'll burn this whole motherfucker down if they get it.
But it's all dirt that they supplied that they wanted him to do.
So
So
that's
that's
the
why-
problem with refereeing, right? There's so much dirt
Yeah.
that it needs to be to clean it up. You need to actually clean it up. You need to start from scratch. You need to.
It can't affect the bottom line though, because if it start affecting the bottom line, we gotta keep going. We
Yeah.
start losing money.
That's the
Yeah,
only thing,
you
right?
can't
The
lose
only
the
way
money.
refereeing, this is my frustration in all the work that I've done on this, right? The only way that it has to blow up so hugely. Something else has to happen. There has to be another Donahue type situation.
It's gonna happen. It's something's gonna leak out, because you got to think about it. It could be tomorrow. It could be 10 years from now. But if you think about every billion-dollar company or corporation, at some point they're gonna do some dirt to
Yeah.
get to the top.
Yeah.
And eventually that dirt is gonna come out, no matter if it could be tomorrow or, like I said, years later. But
Yeah.
all that, we got the lead of it now with that whole FBI investigation looking into Donahue, and they got the other referees, on the whole little Donahue text and all.
Yeah, because he wasn't by himself, and I that's what I'm saying. I think Scott Foster, Joey Crawford, and the other guy he talked about earlier, I think those guys were all on that little text thing. So I'm like, how are those two guys still in the league? But I guess they might be the head
Other shit like that
or part of the top.
Because you got to think about it. Just look at how everybody moves. Where's Steve Jabby? He's ESPN. The only, like you just said, the only one that's still reffing in the league is Scott Foster. But it's other couple names that was dropped out there too. That ain't in the league no more. Shit, I saw one of them. It's one ref, Joe somebody.
He's doing college.
He's doing college now.
He's doing college.
He ref a couple of my games last year with Memphis. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's real odd for you to leave a cushy job like the NBA, 6 figures, first class every flight, and this and that, and you just just disappear.
Come on, you're a dummy. You can't put that together.
Like,
You're stupid. We can't put that together. You're stupid.
What do you guys think? I mean,
Damn.
two random people that they stopped watching the NBA after Game 7 of the 2000 Western Conference Finals because they thought the officiating. That's two.
Hello. Goodbye and hello. That's the Sacramento one. I'm telling you, man. The Kings, Mike Bibby and Weber and them should have been there, bro. Oh wait, are they talking about that one or the Portland one? Either one of them.
Two separate people with that game. It is a controversially officiated game. It's not 2002 Lakers Kings.
Okay.
Well, we can talk about either one, but what are your
Okay. All right. I got hyped because I thought they were talking about but the Kings was 2002. But 2000 must have been Portland.
Did you guys feel like in the moment in 2000 was that just we missed shots, we lost it, or was there some referee bias, something in that fourth quarter that's worth exploring, or do we just want to chalk that up to the basketball gods?
Oh yeah, that fourth quarter where they came back from being down 17 in the fourth with like single digit minutes left or some shit like that, like 7 minutes left or something. Down 17, all of a sudden everything just went the whole other way, and that's when Kobe threw that lob to Shaq.
Not wanting y'all to move on.
I mean, I think it was always Sheed has always kind of put that scene in our head. That element was there, but in my mind, we was playing such good basketball, and we just started missing. We really just started missing. I don't know if the refereeing was totally just that, but we got to look in the mirror on a lot of that stuff. We just missed shots. We missed shots, and we had it. But I mean,
we're gonna talk about missed shots later.
I don't think the refereeing in that particular moment, especially down the stretch when we were making that run, got too bad. I mean, it might have been a couple questionable calls if you look at it, but for the most part, we just missed shots.
You're right, Azula.
Try to remember it.
That's how it was. I agree with you with that. I will accept that.
But 02, I mean, you played with Mike Bibby, right? I mean, you guys, you know C-Web. I'm assuming you guys know most of the players in that 02 team. Yeah, I saw you light up when I mentioned 02.
Yeah, because now that was the fourth quarter too. Our fourth quarter was on us. We, like Bonzi just said, we missed shots, and so I can't even put that law.
I ain't buying it. There's other stuff to it. It's not just about man.
I can't even put all of it on Dunleavy. I can't even put all of it on the referees. I got to put a majority of it on us for that 6-minute stretch because we lost the game. It was going back and forth, up and down, and we just missed shots. That Lakers Kings, what was it, 25 or 30 extra free throws that the Lakers got over them?
It was 24, I think, but it was
something like
over
that.
20 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a big discrepancy
in the fourth quarter. But Laker fans would think that they're just that good, and that's just how it goes. No, nigga, that don't look odd to you.
Hey, where do you think that came from? The Kings were a great adversary to the Lakers. They were a big threat. Well, it wasn't us in Portland no more. Our time had come and gone. They broke that team up. So the next one was the Kings, the Bibbs, Vlade, Webb, Peja, Doug, Christie. So they had a pretty good squad that matched up good with them Lakers. And Vlade, in my opinion, wasn't scared of Shaq.
Nope.
Back then, that Vlade and Sacramento wasn't scared of Shaq. So, I mean, what was that discrepancy? Then you got to look at Dallas Mavericks versus Dwayne Wade. How one guy is going to outshoot from the foul line the whole team.
Damn.
And you have y'all all American Great White Hope playing Dirk, and Dirk's not getting no calls.
Great White Hope is everybody's he is German. So.
Yeah,
but he's a
in our era. A lot of people looked at Dirk as Larry Bird.
Yeah,
they looked at Larry Bird in the 80s, like Larry Bird, cold white boy, Indiana boy, and that's how they looked at Dirk.
Yeah,
in our era, he was the Larry Bird.
That's facts.
He ain't even get no calls. I'm like, it's all setups. Then you got it's a lot of shit people got to open their eyes to, man. Like, how the hell did 3 out of the 5 drafts Cleveland get number 1 pick, and how none of they number 1?
I thought that was the weirdest thing too. But you know, like the year LeBron leaves, then the next 4 years they get 4 number 1 picks in a row. That's crazy.
Pick stack. I
Yeah,
mean,
do you guys NBA draft speculation? Do you guys talk about that as players? Like, because I know I've talked with Gilbert Arenas about this, right? When
Uh-oh.
the Guns in the Locker Room scandal, he said, "Oh, we're getting the #1 pick next year for sure." Like he knew. Excuse me, I'm not gonna-
What? Okay. Yeah, because they need something to rebound. They had the #1 franchise guy gone. They need somebody to come in. That's crazy. I didn't know the boy said that. I didn't know he said that.
for Gil. In his mind, it was a given that the Wizards would get the #1 pick, where they obviously took John Wall. So yeah, do you guys, when it comes to top picks, and again, I'm not here arguing the sanctity
Wow.
of the current lottery. I'm guessing it's legitimate, but yeah, did you guys speculate as players like, oh, that's a big surprise?
I did. I always thought a couple of them little T-balls was lighter than the other ones in there.
Huh.
I never understood.
I'm
I
telling
love a
you,
good
bro.
conspiracy,
Like,
so I'm never gonna turn that down. But I mean, if you look at the way Stern operated, you can't. That's why I tell people when they ask me about Stern, you can't take anything off the table.
You can't.
I mean, the human element is always there. Like he's a human. You know, he's a human.
So what do you guys? I mean, Paul Allen, right?
Rest in peace, Paul. Yeah,
You guys love Paul Allen.
yeah. Paul Allen was cool.
David Stern, I know Bonzi told me the story about in the locker room, Stern just ripping
He's a
Paul
good-
Allen a new asshole, and that because you guys didn't know Stern well. I mean, you might have known him a little. You didn't know him at all. You didn't take.
Remember he
I
came to the
know.
locker room that day? Remember he came to the locker room and he came and was just going off and going crazy? When everybody was talking shit. That was the first time I ever really seen
no.
him come around. You know, he's a little dude. And he was just talking this one on the height of our shit. And he was basically telling us all to get our shit together. And I'm over here looking at Paul Allen. He got more money than everybody. And the way he was handling him, I'm over here like, looking at this little dude, like, man, this little dude is powerful. The way he was just,
cocky.
you know, and just,
Yeah.
I know he got the machine of the NBA behind him, but he was just talking so fly to everybody. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I really got this hoop shit fucked up. Like, I really got this shit fucked up because you can't talk to grown men the way he was talking to people because you'll get your little ass whooped in real life, you know? So
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling him, you know what I'm saying? I respected him, but I wasn't really feeling the way he handled people because I hate bullies. You know, I hate a fucking bully. And he was a little you know, kind of bullish on that day. On that day,
Yeah, he owned the league. He was like the I mean, not the the commissioner, the main dude. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listened to what David Stern said. A lot of people liked him. You know, you hear a lot of good things about him, but I'm sure there was a dark side that people really didn't know, especially as fans. A lot of things that we're not privy to know what's really going on with that stuff. You know, it's crazy, bro. Some people got pardoned. Really? That's crazy, bro. You know, so you just gotta take it for a grain of salt and just watch what you watch and have fun with it and leave it at that. You know, don't get too invested. Don't put your life savings on these things because things change, bro. And you know, you might think you got something that's a shoe in for sure gonna happen, and then last minute, no way in hell it can happen, and you lose all your bread. It's just like buying a shoe for $500, and then next week it's down to 250 or 200. You know, it's gotta be wise with the stuff, man. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. It's gotta be wise with the shit. You know, I thought that was a pretty good video. There's actually like 3 minutes left of it or something like that. Once again, I did say I will have a link to it in the description box afterwards if you guys want to watch it in its entirety without my commentary on it. You know what I mean? We've been rocking for a minute, man. 3:17. I didn't even really kind of plan to go this long, but shout out to y'all for for being here. However long you've been here for, like I said, hit the like button if you could do that for me on the stream. It will help out a lot. More to come soon. We got to get this video out on the other channels, but just stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button. I'm about to get out of here and take care of a little business before I go to sleep. And I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Deuces.